See, I told you it wasn't that long of a break. We're straight back into round 2 pools here. Combo Breaker 2XKO continues as this proxy of PCH to continue to take you the rest of the way. As we're going to get into, when we were looking at the bracket block and kind of going through the potential matchups here and there, this was my number 1 highlighted. Please make it happen. And luckily, both of our players have played to their seed. It's Ronnichu and the fabulous Zucchini.
I mean, both of these players are so good. I think that Ronnichu is one of the most consistent players I've ever seen. And then on the other side, Fabulous Zucchini just pops out with the craziest teams you've ever seen. Just always runs something a little bit different. And today we're on the Darius Braum, it seems. And that I've never seen them play this team before.
So I definitely have seen this before, and I know that with Teamfight on the horizon for them, he's been, I believe he's been playing Darius on his duo with Teamfight. So I think that he's leaning a bit more into this. Normally, though, like you were kind of alluding to, we do usually see the Blitzcrank from him.
Yeah, I mean, big grappler gamer, especially in Marvel, from what I understand.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, Ronnichu off to a good start. Unfortunately, the happy birthday is going to make the combo drop, and now Fabulous Zucchini just runs up, uses the fireball to OTG, and doubles down here to get the Unbreakable.
And that's one of the nice things about Zucchini in this game and in Marvel, because you pointed out there, he plays a very conventional suite of characters with a very unconventional twist to it. Double Down not quite as often what you would see just in general in 2X here. A lot of teams are very specialized for it. And this is a team that can really put the damage out with it. And then in Marvel, he does the same thing. The guy who plays Rocket Punch, man, I won't explain it, but it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you can just kill a guy. I think that Double Down, especially when you play these big bodies, sometimes you just want to murder someone's entire lineage.
Yep.
But now, I mean, just setting up these projectiles, the Poro and the Ground Wave. Now we're just backing up, trying to wait out the assist, and that was such a large amount of time to confirm, and we're taking the first character.
The baddest delay of all time on the second 5H. I like that.
I mean, just had 7 years, just was ready, and now Ronnichu just trying to play that full screen game, waiting for Fabulous Zucchini to overextend, and there it is.
Instantaneously, the second we try to go for that S2 is immediately opened up. Darius coming in for the 1v1, but starting trapped in the corner here, a little bit of a tight situation now, is going to need to find a reposition in some way, shape, or form, but unfortunately, resetting to neutral after losing the round was not the reposition we were looking for, but it's something, you take what you can get.
It's scary, man. Ahri's just on the screen, and I start freaking out, right? What do you do? And then the air throw comes through, and I'm like, I'm an idiot. I'm the worst at this, but now the Braum shield assist stops any sort of 2H from anti-airing, and Ronnichu's going to eat a lot of damage.
Go for the apprehend route. I like that. There's that new fireball route too on the jungle if you get an early one. It's super cool. I gotta learn these new Darius combos.
That's sick. I mean, the people have been starting to really lab out the optimal Darius combos. But now you just set up wind wall, get the stance, and the shield just runs up behind it. But I mean, Yasuo's too fast.
The last 3 buttons that Zucchini pressed for 3H. Unfortunately here, the next choice is a break, which is easily blocked from Ronnie.
Oh, another stomp, but we don't confirm as well. Ronnichu, I mean, in a pretty commanding lead so far, but oh no, again, just the stance through the wind wall can be so difficult, and off the throw, you just do a nice and easy level 1 into the ultimate combo. And again, we're off the character.
Yeah, it sucks you had to spend level 3, but it's well worth it to get rid of the character there. Level 1, not quite enough as Braum solo to do something kind of magical here. Was looking to call the assist, but unfortunately that extra multi-hit, that cold start coming out from Ahri, is going to be able to save the day.
And now Ahri gets another combo for themselves. This could be kill. You're able to tag launch into the Yasuo, but unfortunately we go for a little bit of a reset. The assist doesn't work out with the parry. Oh my god, the James 06 down forward Spirit Rush instantly canceling into the Super Spirit Rush. I can't believe that just happened.
I'm so glad someone else has also been calling that the James 06.
Dude, no, I commentated that guy play yesterday and he didn't do it.
What?
I talked about it before the set and he just didn't do it. I got so mad.
That's fire.
But now we got these 2 players on the screen and Ronnichu in a bad position.
Doubles up with the limit strike here. Okay, little finesse. Nothing happened, but I liked it.
It was really cool. He did like a flip in the air. It was badass.
He just kickflipped in place and nothing else happened. It's all good though. Break comes through.
Yeah, it's like when you kickflip on the grass. Like, it's not actually that good. But now, I mean, just running up, playing that nice little footsies game, but we just tagged to get out of there.
Dude, the best way to tech a throw is to tag. That was so sick. Throw comes out the wrong direction.
Yeah, you just leave the situation. Like, you just don't have to be there anymore. But now the throw works out for Ronnichu. Tries to get the extension, but we're just not quite frame perfect enough.
Yeah, as you said, very, very particular on the confirm there. Fireball does tap us on the toes as we charge the heavy. If she was wearing a different skin, if the ears weren't that tall, that whips.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's pay to lose right there,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's the giant boulder coming at you, and you're just running in a straight line, right?
Sure.
Like, the charge H is so powerful and leads to a dead Ahri here. As now, for the first time in the set so far, Fabulous Zucchini is at a lead. Oh my, again, it's just the biggest mid of all time in the air.
Okay, did hit the assist on that one. S2 ends up whiffing. Opportunity as we parry out, and that's, I mean, it's hard to blame Ronnie because it's a mix-up. It repositions you. Zucchini, though, a big read on the situation. It's going to pop the ultimate and look for the reset here.
Yeah, I mean, just come on and slam you back into the ground as we finish it off, and that round looked so, so good. Fabulous Zucchini really making those adjustments here and starting to catch out a lot of Ronnichu's approaches.
All right, I know you guys have been releasing packs of skins, but give me Dunkmaster Darius and my life is yours, okay?
I mean, I think Dunkmaster Darius plus like Dunkmaster Illaoi and like the shield thing is the ball.
I need that.
That'd be badass. But now, I mean, the one issue with Double Down is that you don't have access to the freestyle tag to block more bursts. So it can make it a little bit harder, but the J2H doesn't lead and we're just stagger pressuring.
I was going to say, a little soul far slash. Appreciate it here. Doubles up with the Poro and goes for the low. We have been repping that low a ton. I smell a Kabantho in the future.
Oh my god, the down forward Spirit Rush with the assist to follow made it so that we weren't able to get a punish. And Ronnichu kind of gets away scot-free there and puts Fabulous Zucchini into the corner. Now you got to worry about this. The throw comes through and we don't even need to do the extension, but maybe we should have as the level 1 whiffs.
But Zucchini dashes up and actually goes for tag timing. No, you get patched. You can't tag there. You can't parry.
Oh my god, that was disaster. Oh my god, but the shield job just does not quite get you. We go low and Yasuo's hurting. We got bleed. And now Fabulous Zucchini is gonna eat this orb. And Ronnichu, I mean, you got 2 low health characters, but freestyle is so powerful when you got both.
Oh no, and the Poro throw. Unfortunately, that charge puts us in a weird spot. Looked for the 2-8s, not gonna find anything here. Shields up just in time though.
I love the retreating guard on the second hit of the shield to make it so that Ronnichu can't continue that pressure. And now we just run up and command grab. And now you're in the corner, unbreakable on Braum, and Ronnichu has to guess for his life.
Oh, but unfortunately here, even with the Unbreakable, that's one of the tough things for Braum. Even when he got his big buff, Yasuo is still his natural predator, man. This character is so strong against a lot of the things Braum wants to rep.
Yeah, I mean, cross-up man versus the guy who does really bad into cross-ups. Like, it's like the Pokemon weakness chart. Like, it's just, what do you do? But Fabulous Zucchini is still looking really good so far. Forces the freestyle tag to be used, but Ronnichu's able to pick it up after.
Yeah, that and when my natural block string naturally has all these multi-hits in it too. A little bit tough as we were treating guard to try and escape. Blocks the first hit of the orb, but manages to jump away.
Now we just got to play neutral versus Yasuo. The air throw whiffs. But again, this back assist from Ahri has just been consistently like the moneymaker for Ronnichu so far, getting so many openings on both characters. Shield bash in there. Yasuo has taken a lot of damage, but the 2H from Ahri doesn't quite confirm, and now the throw whiff is making him pay.
Yeah, that late dash over looking good. TJ with the without the FGC nod as soon as he whipped that throw. Definitely appreciate it. Super Spirit Rush will net us another kill. Ronnichu a single character away from advancing.
Yeah, it's spooky, it's scary here. Braum has to try and make some sort of a comeback, but the charge age makes it so that no defensive options are there. But when we finally do use one of them, the parry does not work out.
Situation looking extremely dire here. Limit strike into the dart, checks forward, and is immediately going to get thrown, but it's too far for the fireball.
Yeah, you're not quite in the right position to do that. Now Fabulous Zucchini able to run away a little bit, and we see the jump over, and we just parry instantly. I love it.
That's 2, apprehend, very nice, keeping Ahri in the jungle for just a little bit. That Fury still not quite there, but on the dash up he had him!
Oh my god, didn't quite believe, and the level 3 gets blocked. This is the comeback opportunity that Fabulous Zucchini needed. We're able to get this set up, stall enough time to build up the Fury and get Unbreakable to go with it.
Oh, Aura. Walk up and stares at him. That was crazy.
Phase 2. good. Just too locked in, and none of these defensive options have worked, but now you're at 1 HP and a dream as the shoulder bash comes through.
You can Fury kill, no?
I don't know, because if you Fury, it's going to limit strike. You used
no,
up
yes!
one of them with the Darius. You're not allowed to do that. Oh no. Shockwave comes through, a lot of chip damage. We have the Darius, we have the Yasuo, isn't able to go through it with the super assist. 10 seconds left, you gotta run in.
Shockwave once again, opportunity now. Headless hits! Oh my god, even after the Fury doesn't work out, somehow a miracle for Zucchini. It's 1-1, and we're straight back in.
Oh my god, that was a crazy comeback from the Braum. Even after, like you said, not quite knowing that limit strike interaction, Fabulous Zucchini just runs up and the chip damage is too much for Ronnichu. A pixel of life was all he needed to keep himself alive, but now you gotta come back.
Oh no, and both characters instantly involved. I love that you go straight for the Shockwave too, knowing the break is there. Take half the life from both of them. It's well worth it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it just does so much damage full screen as well. Now Braum's on screen, eating a bunch of hits off on the other side, but Yasuo able to play a lot of good neutral here, and the assist finds him.
Yeah, and had to delay the break there, knowing that the other character on the screen, that freestyle tag, you have plenty of frames to react here. It's a limit strike and a mix-up again as we dash up and just go for the jab.
Yeah, I mean, during that S1 from Yasuo, the break is guaranteed. There is no, like, first opportunity, so that's a great place to use it.
Ooh.
And the 2H forces Ronnichu to stop the happy birthday with a burst.
Oh my god, everyone catches a stray. This is a ridiculous. Comes in with bleed already applied. The situation is so dire. Yasuo gets them both though, so it's gonna be the kill and down to the 1v1 into the better matchup too. Yasuo can certainly beat Braum in this situation.
3 bars of meter on both characters for Ronnichu. This is such a bad position, even though there's the health lead, but we just cross up at the instant incoming, and Fabulous Zucchini was just like, I'm jumping, I'm out of there, I don't even care.
At 99, he just full sends the jump. 2M connects, a little bit of damage on Yasuo, and Ronnichu hesitates a little bit, ends up getting caught, and now gets baited out of the throw attempt.
Oh my god, Fabulous Zucchini is just too locked in. Ronnichu has been putting in so much work, but it's just not enough in the face of these 2 giant men.
And you have to remember, we always forget, it's double down, he's dead.
He's the most killed guy of all time. No Fury, no nothing. Fabulous Zucchini on match point and character point here in this winner's set.
And medium steps away, gets him again, the same situation, and he blocks the Fury. Everything coming up Zucchini right now.
He's too good. There's just nothing you can do if you're Ronnichu. Every option has been read properly, and just too antsy here. Now we gotta try and make it work with the Fury, but you're so low health against 2 giant characters, but we didn't believe in the 2H.
One insist to the push-up, no cancel. Chucks the Poro, takes a step back. Opportunity with the jab, he gets crossed up. So many awkward situations in a row. Ronnichu comes out on top, but is still way behind.
I mean, this is so scary. A combo break doesn't work out, and now you got no burst.
Dude, and Ahri, Mr. President, takes the fireball. Ridiculous situation now as Yasuo continues the pressure here.
Oh my god. Not able to finish it though, but we get the cross up, and that's going to be down to final character here, potentially in this second round.
Oh, Ronnichu, a must-win situation. 6 bars to play with here. You gotta call that super assist at some point.
I'm so scared. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Fabulous Zucchini does have access to the super assist. The jump in though was gonna do it. Headless to maybe finish it off.
Oh no. Oh, but he jumps the second you leave the ground. It is a foregone conclusion. Headless cleans it up as somehow, dude, what a scramble. The Fabulous Zucchini is able to secure the victory in the end. So far, that's the set of the tournament for me, bro.
That was so sick. Dude, Ronnichu is no longer invited to the hat convention. Like, you just have no more head. It's over. Like, oh my, that was, the comeback
Unreal.
Was made, that was my moment so far. Like, the comeback was 1 HP just the whole time, but it didn't matter because it's just too good.
Actually ridiculous play between the two, and both still in this Fabulous Zucchini guaranteed qualification. Ronnichu, 1 more to go if I'm not mistaken, but this is going to move us up now to another one of our late stage round 2 matches here as we're cutting down to top 24 right now. It is going to be the duo coming up. of Sonicfox and Inzem, who I believe even at, so they played at the Red Bull event. I believe they played Freestyle even though Teamfight was available. I think they still were on Freestyle.
They played Teamfight in the grand finals in order to do their masterclass propaganda campaign.
Fire.
That Teamfight actually isn't that good because they're like, we lost with it. How can it be great? But, but I mean, I think that honestly, that wasn't even Fuse diff. That was just Toshi diff. That was Toshi doing the best level 3 I've ever seen in my life. Or maybe it was hard. I think Toshi's the Yasuo.
Yeah.
I get confused. But I mean, it was just, it's great. But Sonic and Inzem still, even without this teamfight Fuse, they make this team look absolutely crazy in duos. Like, they just have so many options with, like, the puppeting from Teemo, with, like, the Oki setups that they do, with the tag freeze. They're just so, so good at it. But on the other side, we got Erin playing that Ahri Vi, I believe, still.
Yeah, and Erin has been a player who I think if you are keeping up with the online tournament circuit, Erin is a name that I think you have definitely seen time and time again, but in recent months has really, really been popping off. Definitely been finding their place in these online brackets and placing extremely well. I don't think they, like, for TNS, they've had like a couple top 4s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't think they've gotten their, like, trophy yet, but a lot of those top 8s, a lot of those top 4s. I believe they got second one week, but
I think so, yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. I could be the biggest liar on the planet, but on the other side, it's going to be the Ahri. It's going to be the Teemo for Sonicfox and Inzem. And they're not matching skins. I'm disappointed.
So I got to ask your expert opinion. How do you feel about, not necessarily into this matchup, how do you feel about Vi in the state of the game? Like, what's the vibe on Vi these days? Because you are quite an accomplished Vi player yourself.
Okay, here's my hot take.
Okay, go ahead.
She's still great.
Respect.
But half of Vi players, me included, got just filtered out by no charge S1.
The respect, dude!
I was absolutely carried on that team by just being able to do full screen punch, and now that it's not there, I just see no reason to play the character. But I think she's still so good. Sway Light's strong, like charge heavy puppet is really strong. But I mean, Erin off to a little bit of a bad start into this Ahri Teemo team.
F2 limit strike with the 2M for the timing. Tries to go for the throw, no punish as we do chuck the fireball as we land. Triples up with the light, but it was an awkward confirm.
Yeah, I mean, it can be really hard for that, like, extra scaling, and then you land, you don't really know what to do, but the double overhead from Teemo opens up this Ahri, and Erin seems to be resigned. Oh no, I was gonna say resigned to just lose the character, but the James 06!
Comes down with the dart once again. Nice tech. Gets the jump over. Inzem commits with the 5M. Doesn't get punished for it there, but that was a risky situation that we had come through as Sonicfox once again with a great sense of when to go for the double overhead.
Yeah, I mean, it can be really spooky. It's so ambiguous of when that, like, double overhead is going to hit and, like, what timing you have to start blocking low. Like, it's pretty much unfuzzable. But now you got to deal with this saw trap contraption that Inzem is going to set up here on Teemo. Bro, but you're still in the mix-up after.
Oh, and again, delayed on the low. Misses out on the combo twice in a row, actually. An opportunity for Vi to get a little bit of value here. Honestly, at this point, you're just looking to try and get a limit strike if you can, get some resources.
I mean, this could be the comeback of the century, though. We've seen this before, and now able to do this stagger pressure. Run up, and again, the James 06 finishes off the round.
I had to hold, it took everything in my body to not be calling it the James 06 when I was at EVO Japan. The whole time I was like, dude, I can't do that. Dude, it took everything.
You gotta say it in Japanese. Like, Koriwa, James 06, Desu, and you just get involved.
2H, very nice, great reaction here. Because that's one of the big things about Sonic's play. Sonicfox, probably, I would say, the best Ahri in terms of knowing when they are allowed to full send just box jumps. They're very good at knowing when they're able to take a mile.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good. Like, obviously, like we saw last set, like Fabio Zucchini getting some of the parries, but nobody in their right mind is doing that every single time. Yeah. So it's going to work out for you. Now we tag into Inzem, into the Toot, and we're going to set it up here, set up the Shroom, get you in the corner, and Erin has to figure out the way out.
The fire prevents all the potential fireballs from helping us out on the assist. Doubles up on the overhead here, and now it's going to go for the Spirit Orb just to apply pressure as the parry is attempted, but unfortunately whiffs.
Yeah, not quite there. Might be able to tag, get that screen freeze to see where you're going to roll, but Erin just stands their ground here as Inzem sets up all these shrooms and forces Erin to burst to save the character.
Fireballs come through. situation now. Slingshot, and it continues just to stay in the setup. No reason to overextend. Erin, unfortunately, after the fireball there, has to fall in, and now gets almost caught out. What a block.
Okay, we set up the parry, though. Yeah, no parry opportunity. You can't tag back and parry anymore. But now, I mean, you're just getting tripped out.
Yeah, not much you could possibly do in the moment there. Doubles up on the sway, though, is again... see, that's the best thing about it. The parachute is so evil.
I mean, you're just like, I could 2H, but what if they just like stand in the air for a half second too long and I just get exploded into 1,000 pieces? But there it is, the sway through. All the projectiles from Teemo don't even matter as Erin goes for like a reset, maybe just realizing that the combo is going to drop. But we're going to get a good amount of damage on Ahri here.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to be a little reckless here. I was going to say 13 seconds left on the clock. At that point, you had to make some moves.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially into Teemo Ahri, I feel like so many of these games go to time, and you have to be so cognizant of when that clock is starting to run down. Because this isn't like, it's not really Marvel time, right? Like, as you go down, it's going down, and you got to get in there. Like, it's just seconds, right? You got to figure it out. But taking a couple seconds, thinking about what they can change up here as Erin goes back in to hopefully make some sort of a comeback.
It had me a touch nervous there as we got into it because we did go to buttons, which, you know, always, my heart sinks a little bit every single time somebody loses the game and then goes to button check, but it looks like nothing changed, so.
I would hope so. And again, like you were saying, that box jump here from Sonicfox opens up Erin, even though it looked like they were in like that artificial corner from the screen freeze. Still, now we get this Oki set up, but the parry's good.
Tagged out and repositioned there. Darts end up saving the day, though. That Teemo assist, unbelievably powerful. Again, one of the things we always highlight, I feel like a broken record saying it, but you've got to remember, it's so sick that when you're playing as a duo, being able to move forward while calling Teemo back assist is one of the best things in the game to be able to approach with. Is so ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. You can like kind of get finicky with like when you're like dashing repeatedly, but it's so much easier when you have a duo that just you don't even have to worry about all that like actual tech. But now the jump over Darts assist opens up Erin.
Knockout comes through, quick little orb. And it's one of those situations where when Teemo's involved, I just always assume it's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, because you just do like 17,000 supers, go into the Super Spirit Rush, and while you do build a lot of meter, it's worth it when you kill a character.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Erin down to the Ahri, but with Fury, it is a chance. JS1 from Ahri. It's just too good sometimes.
Oh, when the legs get exposed, that quick little 2L, Campfire's lit, doubles up with it again, and ends up falling through. Erin corners themselves and gets caught out. It's going to go down to the final round here now as Fury looking to expire.
Yeah, and you get that extra limit strike in addition, and now we just do this and we back up. We just back it up. We don't got nothing to do. We're just going to wait till that Fury runs out. And the Rock does a lot of chip damage, but you have so much health that you have to get through to Erin, and you have no Fury in sight to help you.
Of course, and it's Inzem there. That is a certified take the throw moment. Fury's ticking down, not a big deal. Just hold down back, try to do your best on defense. Situation looking very good for the duo here as Erin with a pretty decent check after the tag. Unfortunately, loses tempo straight after.
That should be so spooky as Sonicfox just runs up again with these box jumps, hits cross up, comes back the same side after, and gets this full conversion. And with all of those jump heavies, this is going to deal a lot of damage.
Ooh, I actually like the timing on that fireball whip there. S2 had already committed, maybe could have found the 2H, but unfortunately, that's one of the only weaknesses of that move is that it does take a very, very long time once you're locked into S2.
Yeah, you do get stuck there for a couple seconds, and I think that maybe like Inzem could have instant tagged back, but just was not quite there on the coordination. Now you're stuck in between these two characters.
Oh no, it's going to be back to the same side here. As I actually like the version of the conversion there. Fireball works out. I thought we were going to set up the limit strike on the ground. Instead, it's going to be Vi who's going to be the one to set it up.
It can be so scary though, because when you limit strike with Vi like that, you're kind of in a mix-up yourself. Like, are they going to tech out? Are they going to roll? Are they going to get up attack? Like, you're in such a bad position, but Erin is able to navigate it correctly, but unfortunately loses the interaction after.
That doubles up into the delay now. Arzen playing skies a little bit. Still has that Crater Maker to be able to protect. Instead, it's going to be the forward assist and try to bring Vi in to look for the mix. But, I mean, Vi with Vibe chasing down Ahri with Teemo assist. It's so difficult in that same mix again from Inzem.
Oh no, look at all the bar on deck at Proxy. This might be a dead character for Erin.
That might be the team, man.
No, we decide to limit strike instead. And now you gotta figure out what to do here. The low after the jump is gonna do it. And now Erin has to parry for their life here. We might just see the Dart Super.
That, I was gonna say,
oh, a little bit of a chance here. Doing the Orb Super, gonna be able to get a full combo and potentially build up this Fury as well.
smart. Dude! Why does it keep happening, man? Get up attack for the finish. The duo is going to succeed.
You're like smart, and then instantly I saw God smite down Erin with the get up attack. Just, oh, it's a tragedy.
It's like you said, the hand comes out of the TV, man. It's just so evil.
It makes you feel stupid.
Very nice, though. Again, to the duo. A fantastic showing as they have guaranteed themselves into the top 24. Winners or losers still to be seen. As we're going to move on to, it's getting to the end now. There's a little bit of a spoiler. You just saw who one of our players just sneaks up at the last second. As we are, eventually Hikari's going to be on the screen. He's gonna be in that conversation.
He's pretty good. I think that this is like one of the top players that we're looking at to win this whole tournament, right? After coming off of Evo, like maybe, perhaps some are saying the strongest. Who knows?
It's hard to argue with results, and he's definitely got the results to back it up. Even when he doesn't win, he is guaranteed in that top 4, top 5 type of spot. He is one of the, honestly and truly, he is in the new era of Versus games, because I feel like Versus games have had like 3 eras. It's like the Marvel 2 early stages, and then like the Marvel 3 to the end of Marvel 3. It's like Marvel 3 into like Dragon Ball FighterZ, and then Dragon Ball FighterZ till now. In that Dragon Ball FighterZ till now, Hikari has built a legacy and is in the conversation for the GOAT. Yeah,
he's just been popping off tournament after tournament. But on the other side, we got one of my favorite players.
Oh,
dude. We got the labbing messiah. It is Dylnyan on the sticks. The only person I have ever seen play this team of Ahri Blitzcrank.
And honestly and truly, when you look at the team's theory on paper, it is incredibly strong. Blitzcrank restand, having Ahri be able to go a little bit crazy in certain situations, and Rocket Punch tag is incredibly potent with a character like Ahri, who with a touch of time can set up some very nice stuff for herself. Being able to set up the dart, tag to Blitzcrank, Rocket Punch, small delay, and then either like air grab or another Rocket Punch, with Ahri tagging back to be able to chase her own dart. The team really actually does flow pretty well.
Yeah, you can do some crazy stuff, but on the other side, we got what a lot of people are thinking might just be the best team in the game. It is going to be the Akali and the Ahri from Hikari, which is a bit hard to say, but we're going to see if Dylnyan is able to make the most of this opening.
Did round start, up forward Spirit Rush, and then delayed Blitzcrank forward assist. That covered almost everything. That was ridiculous.
It's big brain, what can you say? And now you got to reset, and we were jumping one too many times here. Hikari, it just is not quite ready for that assist.
And that's one thing you have to remember about Blitzcrank here. The coolest thing about the character is he is a 2-touch monster. Now it is going to be that extra extension after the butt stomp there, that dash HOTG after the throw, guaranteed stuff.
Oh my God, wait.
Dead.
Are you dead? Yeah, you do the spin, you have the steam as well, and this is going to be the first character for Dylnyan. That combo was sick.
Again, this character, Blitzcrank, if you have the optimal stuff, is a 2-touch monster here, and a command throw will kill from here too. But it's not going to matter. The strike lands, and that's going to do it. Not much else to be said here, as we're going to go straight in for the static field again. It is the first round in Dylnyan's favor on a perfect.
Like you were saying, 2 touches for both characters, and it was just over. Hikari, it doesn't matter how good you are, you guess on the coin flip wrong twice in a row, you're going to die.
Because that's the #1 thing you have to remember about Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank has some trouble getting started, but once he's there, his mix-up game is with the best of them. He's super, super strong in the strike throw. Very, very good when he actually does have advantage. It's just generating that initial value can be tough.
Yeah, it's a little hard, and the box jump coming in from Ahri with you in the corner. Now, Ahri, this is one of the downsides of the character. You just take so much damage, and with Akali, with the Azuna drop, you might just be dead.
Tat Super does so much.
It's crazy. They juice this character like just the right amount to where people are like, maybe she's top 1, but now people are like, she's probably top 1.
Yeah. Blitz solo though. It's a tough life for this guy. 2 H's twice in a row. He's just a little guy, man. He's trying his best.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing, what do you do? You're a big robot, you got big fists, but Akali is just too quick for you sometimes. Now we set up the Oki, and it's just unmesswithable. And the command grab of his own, Hikari, might just be able to kill the character here.
And it's almost dueling perfect. I think that Ahri took a pixel of chip, and otherwise it is back and forth. First hit, honestly, so far it's been fencing.
Yeah.
First hit wins.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what it's all about, especially with teams like this where like it's squishy or like you lack real defensive options.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just that first hit finishes you off. Now we do the teleport and the back assist from Ahri keeps you standing to make this combo deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, full villainy as the break does come through. Here's the dart. Chooses not to tag. Okay. I think Hikari thought he was going to get the hit earlier, but still fine. He gets the interaction in the end.
Yeah, a little bit of an ambitious air throw from Dylnyan. Going to open him up. Now you put him in the corner. Might just die here. Tag launch into the Akali. And once more, the Azuna drop is going to finish off the character. Now we see Blitzcrank again. Are they going to be able to make the comeback?
Oh, not looking likely here in the early stage. Clean connection, couple fireballs to extend. It's going to be 2 more touches if I'm not mistaken, depending on how the resources look.
I mean, you got 2 meters on Ahri, but the parry instantly out. Blitzcrank's making the comeback. This is how you get it started. Do the limit strike, but we got no steam.
Okay, you can chase down and confirm from this too. Dashes up. And of course, with that super, no! Mistimes it by just a hair!
Oh, but the rocket jump still hits Akali. Now you're stuck. Ahri doesn't have that much health, but the air throw comes in. Is there a way to kill? Yeah, you got to be the most optimal you've ever been if you want to finish this off. But Dylnyan builds up the Fury, and now it's like it's a one-hit game.
Oh yeah. Rocket punch in the Fury dash cancel gets the Ahri opportunity now as we find the low, and you certainly will die.
Yeah, I mean the Ahri's dead. The Akali does have access to the Fury, but the get up attack. And we're not going to be able to get through, but we can super. No! It's disaster.
Anything blocked will do it here. Blitzcrank really has to find the rocket punches. We're just threatening a little bit with the wrecking ball. Full send on the... Who is this Hikari guy? What is this jumping?
It's the best 5H I've ever seen in the world. Like, I'm so surprised. He's laughing. I'm so surprised that he just didn't, like, pop Fury, right? You were 1 hit away on chip to just die, but just was not afraid, just ready for action. But, I mean, Dylnyan, you gotta be kicking yourself for not finishing off of that throw.
Dude, it was a very close situation. Nice parry in the early stage. Definitely the best way to have to deal with that situation is Akali finds our initial touch, takes us to the wall, corner carry, always a strength of the character.
Yeah, I mean, every single hit with Akali can lead all the way to the corner. And then you got the kunai, but even though you jump the throw, you're not quite able to get the punish.
Warwick's tag was a very smart parry. Unfortunately, it's not going to amount to much. Ahri instantly deleted, but we've seen this Blitzcrank almost work miracles once already.
I mean, there's a little robot that could, but unfortunately, Fly Kunai is going to find you, and there is no puppeting to continue, and it baits out the parry from Dylnyan.
And that is one thing that I highlighted a ton at EVO Japan, that Hikari was doing a great job against everybody. Is Hikari is so good at like being able to play at timings where it's nice confirmed, by the way. Oh, okay, never mind.
Pretty good confirm.
Pretty good. It was
like
not too bad.
Like a 5 out of 10 confirm.
It was okay. No, but dude, he's so good at playing at timings that are like just a touch off to where the natural good player parry points don't quite work out.
Yeah, I think that one of the issues is that, like, when you fight Hikari, you're like, he's gonna do this good setup, right?
Yep.
Or he's gonna call assist at the right time. So you're like, I'm gonna parry when most good players would, but Hikari is just always on that secondary level. And here we go, the cross-up makes it so the dart gets the hit. We tried to bait out a burst, but now kind of awkwardly jumping in front and using the super to potentially finish off Blitzcrank.
Yeah, had a chance to be able to try and use the break here. Instead, it's going to hold it. It's going to be the Fury left over for Ahri.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a comeback, but it's a little spooky.
Okay. Definitely a good start to things here. S2 for the lockdown. Delay on the double overhead.
It's a little spooky. Doesn't do the J2H, so the jump heavy whiffs. And now, I mean, Gotta see what you can do. Just run up, dash cancel once again, but we're just jumping out.
Oh no, caught off of this one here. It's going to lead us into a two-touch situation. Good damage as we make it to the wall.
And you're able to set up with the Akali and the Ahri. Might just go for the max amount of damage to cash out here.
Actually, you have level 3. Tag launcher, is this? No shot.
I'm not sure. Do the S2 into the level 3. It is Ahri health, so this is 925. But I don't know. This super does a lot, but if it doesn't, this gives Dylnyan a chance. But it is, as Hikari just does the optimal, perfect combo, finish it off, and move on into top 24 winners today.
I say a damn near TOD, incredible stuff. But again, Dylnyan showing off the strength of the team in the early stages, but again, Hikari just a monster when it comes to the adaptation, doing a great job of making sure to stay just a step ahead. And again, as we said, just being one of the best in the business at being able to be that one small step ahead, as well as pre-preparing again with those like anti-good player setups, right? If you are, that's one thing you always have to remember is that, and it sounds a little dumb if you haven't played, I guess, at like, or interacted at that level, but it's like always doing the right thing is bad.
Yeah, because sometimes you got to do the wrong thing.
Yes.
Sometimes you got to do the James 06 because it'll work every once in a while. Like it doesn't matter how stupid the option is, how punishable you are after it, how there's no assist to cover it. Sometimes you got to just rip it.
No, for sure, because it's the classic, right? You were talking about it earlier, alluding to it. It's bad players jump over Sonic Guile Boom.
Yeah.
Good players find interesting ways to stay on the ground and interact. The best players jump over Guile Sonic Boom.
Yeah, you just get back in there.
Yeah,
it's
all
the
cool.
bell curve. But now we do got another couple of good players here. It's going to be Nychrisg going up against Wade once again on the stream.
Yeah, Nychrisg, a player that we've seen a couple times recently, has been locking in and doing very well for himself. That's a nice hat.
It's cute. Got a lot of bows on it. What do you think the bows represent? Do you think each bow is like a tournament win?
I'm not
or like a man that he's killed?
His hat would be only bows if it was tournaments won. Oh, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Kuromi, are you a My Melody knower? Like ball knower?
I know, but I'm not an enthusiast. But I do know.
Yeah, yeah. I am in the same boat. Shout out Mal. Just been putting me on game as far as like, you know, Pumperin has like the butthole, you know?
Yeah.
And like everything. There's just a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of little guys, and you got to remember all their names. And
or you'll be publicly executed.
Yeah, yeah. If I don't like correctly identify Cinnamoroll, I get shot in the head post haste. Like that's just how it goes.
Instantaneously. Dude. Well, like I said, Nychrisg has been playing pretty well recently. Had a very high placement. I forget, it was top 4, I believe, at Level Up very recently. So as you know,
I think it was top 2.
Top 2. You're right, actually.
Or no, lost to Sonic Inzem. I think beat Sonic Inzem in winners, but then lost to Sonic Inzem in losers. And then it was Sonic Inzem versus Hikari in grands.
Yeah. See, I knew I was right.
If I was wrong, may God strike me dead.
Face off against Wade, though. We've already seen him once today. Was looking extremely good in the earlier stage here, but it's going to be a test to the metal here as Jinx, another character who I think the stocks are rising little bits at a time. A character that is extremely powerful when it comes to puppeting, and a character that we got to see a lot of players that we were not expecting play it pretty recently here. Even at EVO Japan, we saw the Twins played it at one point, as well as Sonic Inzem went deep in the pockets, and Sonic went to the Jinx at one point for like a single set.
Yeah, I mean, in duos, this character's nuts, right?
Yes.
Like, being able to puppet like while you're getting comboed, being able to do like these setups which are physically impossible for a solo player to do. Like, she just opens up so many options, but even in solos, this character's great. Like, I think that a lot of people thought that she was terrible because, like, she's not, like, the most straightforward, but once you get into that, like, puppeting, like, meat and potatoes, it can be work.
She's exceptionally non-standard on regular hits, too. It's very, very awkward to get into her combo flow, but once you kind of get the flow charts down, I definitely agree. And I forgot, you actually do have a decent amount of experience here, because I know you played a bit here and there with Dastro, so you got some experience duoing with this.
Yeah, me and Dastro have played a lot of different duos. Recently, we've been on that, like, Ekko Jinx or Akali Jinx because the puppeting is just so good.
Yeah.
And I love doing with Jinx and with Dacidbro in general,
Yeah.
even if he yells at me sometimes.
Oh, he's mean?
No, but I just mess up so much.
Oh, no.
I'll call my assist and I'll drop his combo, and then I'll just hear like a deep sigh inward, like a disappointed father, and I'll just know that on the other side of the screen, he's mad at me.
Listen, if your duo isn't doing that though, then I don't think you guys have the real synergy, because I need to be able to be outward and open. If you're dropping combos, I'm gonna hit you with the.
Like, dude. Yeah. And then I'm like, God damn it. I disappointed my goat.
Like,
but
I'm so sorry.
But now we're getting into this match. No duos in sight as Wade versus Nychrisg are going to see who can move on into top 24 winners.
Yeah, again, though, as you said, that Jinx being able to, activate the Ahri in some of these situations, especially, I mean, the highlight point really truly is the minigun is crazy good, especially if you're able to utilize. We see players use the minigun. They'll take the shot and pull up, and then before the programmed rocket, they'll be able to sneak in a throw. There's so many nasty situations you can set up.
Yeah, and we're going to see one of those here potentially. Nychrisg forces out the break, so there's going to be no Oki situation. Now the rocket's on the screen, trying to bait out the throw with the tag back, but the up back Helmbreaker, it just always works.
Ooh. I like the idea there. Unfortunately, immediately again, it doesn't matter how good your idea is. What does it do about Helmbreaker? It's always the choice. The answer you have to find within yourself.
I mean, it's a good move, right? Like, no matter what happens, Helmbreaker is like, it's Helmbreaker, right? Like, even if it's not nearly as good as the Marvel one, it's still really good, but right off the tag back, Nychrisg is going to get thrown.
And it's very safe and simple on the mix-up there, too. I appreciate that from Wade. It's like you said, just roll past, use the assist, layer one, keep doing it until we see some kind of answer from the opposition.
And now we cross up with the Akali, get the overhead, but there's no combo to follow. But an instant install? I'm curious to see where this goes, but right now this super is going to reset the pressure in Nychrisg's favor.
Oh, and I was thinking we were going to have some kind of tricky reset attempt there or some kind of tricky rewind. Instead, straight on in with the 2-8. It's going to be the Azuna drop to finish, and Wade is going to be able to secure a bit of an advantage and a lead here behind on the resource game, but otherwise looking incredibly strong.
I mean, I think this is a very, very rough matchup for Jinx, right? Like, you're up against Akali and Ekko, two of the fastest characters in the game. So even if you're trying to set up like all your monkeys, all your chompers, it'd be kind of hard to get into a position where you have the room to do that. But now, I mean, Nychrisg starting to set up the rockets. We're keeping them out pretty well.
Okay, rocket right as we land there. That dash medium, another thing that you definitely have to look out for is the throw timing is ridiculously good, as well as the teleport for the mix-up.
I mean, after a throw, it seems like it just goes both ways. Wade just consistently going for the cross-ups with those assists. Can be a little bit scarier with a parry from Nychrisg, but we're not at that level yet. Now, I mean, we're just running up. Ekko throwing out the timeline just to stop any sort of assist, and now you got to deal with this mix.
Lands and throws, rolls past, and of course, you get plenty of time. Ekko with prep time can pick up anything from anywhere, so it's very nice stuff as Akali's going to bring back in a very weird.
Yeah, I mean, it was going for the really, really hard limit strike combo where you do a wall jump JS2, but everybody drops it sometimes. That is a tough combo to get consistently. Now you're just full screen, plus frames on the Ahri, and we're throwing one of our own.
Oh my god, and the very late comes through with a JL situation. Again, a bit tough. Gonna bring it back down to the earth here as we do have chompers for those extra extensions. Electrified Chappie into the charge heavy, sets it up one more time, and it should be enough to kill here with the cancel into the Super Spirit Rush.
I think you're going to be on 1 HP. Ooh. Yeah, 1 HP, full burst meter, but you're not parrying on Wake Up correctly, and Nychrisg chips you out. Now we just set up the rockets. We can play full screen. The parry comes through, but there's no punish.
All right, at least generates you a little bit of advantage here, but the advantage not mattering too much. The life total is actually pretty close here. I would say very... Okay.
That wasn't what you wanted to see from Nychrisg. Now we set up the rocket. A little bit of a pressure sequence, but Nychrisg decides to just leave the situation entirely.
I wonder... I was going to say, with the timer where it was at Fury, I wouldn't have been upset about it here, but unfortunately now it's going to be locked out and at least sealed for now. Quick little instance, the fireworks, the timer ticks down. Wade's going to lose out on the round, but is going to have that big resource advantage going into the third one.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the best things. You know, Nychrisg makes us watch the fireworks one more time there, but we're tied up. Yeah, like you said, break meter in the extreme advantage for Wade.
That lariat, man. Straight into the Azuna drop 2, cuts it very short.
It's pretty good. Like, you can just do it all the time. Like, it comes off of any combo, it does a lot of damage, and the JH opens up this next combo here, and you might just be able to kill.
Oh, I love the extensions with kunai. So that OTG kunai, it scratches a part of my brain. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, it's sick. It just looks so cool. And right after that, you have the tag in, you have the Akali doing the air kunai, and what do you do?
Ooh, okay. And just backflips out of there. I hate when she just backflips away.
It's really funny. It's like the guy doing like cartwheels down a hill.
Yeah.
Like, you just keep going forever and ever, but the air throw allows you to get some hits, and the counter hit on Wake Up, Christy was pressing when he shouldn't have.
Fury is still available, but this combo will not kill, so we're going to hold it at least for the next interaction here. Rewinds and gets the hit. Can't quite pick it up together, though.
Oh no, wait, what the heck was that? It looked like he like tacked the throw and then instantly bursted after, but Wade was just ready. That was such a weird interaction. I don't know how he got the burst there.
It's very odd that it's just, a situation I don't think I've ever seen before, and he was so unbelievably prepared after the tech. It was a strange, if that is how that happened, that was a strange timing for the Fury, so I mean, just a good court vision from Wade.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got those on deck, but the -3 after the tag means that it's going to be a little bit rough. We fall slowly to the ground, but Wade is finally able to pick it up once again with the J2H from Ekko.
Fireball, late dash over. Oh, and that second jump, bro. Both these characters, that's another thing that's nice about Wade's team, is both these characters, the way that they're able to apply their extra actions in the air is very ambiguous, extremely annoying to have to deal with when you're the grounded one.
Yeah, I mean, how are you going to 2H when, like, you got double jump, you got air time winder, you got air kunai, you got the air dash? Like, there are just too much air words that are happening. And now, I mean, the lariat call assist is so good.
It's very simple on the combo, too. Here it is. Ooh, try to push him into the time winder. I like the idea.
And then just back it up, kind of waiting out that install timer, but once we run in with the Ekko, get the hit, this might just be it. Okay, do the kunai to OTG, set up a couple JS2s, and we might not even need to use the super, but instead we do anyways, just to guarantee it, and make it so that Wade is on match point here in this winner's qualifier.
Taking it fully down to the wire here, even on the resources, but Chris G just hasn't quite been able to get his footing. I feel like he just never has had a groove going, which you kind of have to with the Jinx. Jinx needs to win one interaction to be able to get some kind of tempo setup, because there it is. So Chappie comes out, an opportunity to potentially get started a little bit as we do move the Chompers forward.
Oh my god, the Chomper hit Ahri or Akali in the air, but Wade tries to bait a burst, and Chris G just has the composure to not do it.
Oh, and as the missile connects, is able to pick it up and extend it just a touch further here. The orb comes through, and with no break, not looking good for Wade.
I mean, yeah, you gotta just eat this. We do the spirit dart into the throw, and the parry is just a little bit too early.
Dash up nothing. I do respect that a lot from Chris G, knowing that Wade's trying to be extremely proactive in the defensive spots.
And it's a little bit awkward to get through sometimes, but I mean, now the jump in comes through. We set up some fireballs, but the Jinx, I mean, the mix isn't quite good, but in this case, it's good enough.
Yeah, finds a way, lands just in time, and 2M is able to clip the legs. So now, again, with a touch of an extension here, tag, launcher, and should be a guaranteed finish. We've got him, we shoot him, and it's a round apiece.
Yeah, I mean, Chris G is starting to mount this comeback. Almost a perfect there, just in control with the fireballs, with those baits on the parry from Wade. I mean, it's looking doable. Play this full screen game, try and get through. The Helmbreaker gets blocked, but we just get hit by the medium after.
I think it's got to be the most annoying thing here that Wade is able to do, is doing such a good job of, playing that full screen game, being able to be just invasive enough when it comes to the pressure and the way he's trying to move, to be able to rep enough pressure for Chris G to be uncomfortable, but not going to matter there. It's a quick throw that forces a break in the end. As the anti-air zap is able to stop Ekko.
I mean, that's Sniper Elite right there. That is a qualified gamer. Now we're not going to be able to puppet enough, and Chris G kind of getting stuck in the movement there. Yeah. Not quite able to get the mix that he assuredly wanted, but the rocket run-up is going to be able to get an opening here, as Wade is going to take a lot of damage. Not quite be dead, but it's going to hurt.
That was too safe and simple. Walks back, had an opportunity for the throw, can't quite react now as we're gonna try and backdash away and get the parry. Chris not happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, Ekko was just barely in front of that fireball, giving Wade the time to get a parry in on that super. And it's gonna be a little bit wonky, but the throw comes through. We get a combo because of the install. You tag into the Ekko, or from the Ekko into the Akali, and you might even be dead.
Yeah, doing a drop. I feel like it's never a question, dude. At all, this super and Illai's S1 super, they are always dead.
Yeah, those are the kill this guy right now.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, the super assist gets thwarted by a Timewinder. I mean, Nychrisg on the winner's side of life here. Might just be it. This Jinx has to make a comeback.
Still has level 3, though. You got to be really careful about how you approach your pressure. Never mind. You got to just absolutely carefree in the way we approach. It's a Timewinder setup here is now. Oh, actually nothing. Doesn't get the limit strike.
I think Wade is kind of messing up on these like install activation attempts. Not going the way that he wanted, but jump, Helmbreaker, call assist, a tale as old as time, and Wade is going to move on here to the top 24 winners in 2x KO here.
Yeah, not much else to be done at that point, too. Did a really good job of structuring offense and staying aggressive despite the fact that Jinx level 3 is one of the toughest things to play aggressive offense into because, I mean, obviously a very good reversal, moves her out of the way, and is just impossibly difficult to parry. I don't think I've ever seen a person correctly parry the entire sequence of the missile. It's just not even worth going for.
Yeah, I mean, because there's that, like, the 3 hits, and then there's a gap, and then there's a million hits. And you can, like, throw them after the 3 hits, but you got to be right there, and it's real specific. And the best thing about it is that it stays on screen and hits the assist all the way.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just, there's just a lot of stuff you got to worry about, but Wade didn't worry about any of that. And I am not worried about this ad break, because when we come back, there's going to be more 2x KO gameplay. I'm going to be playing, I'm not sure if I'm on stream, but I'm going to be playing my round 2 pools. Proxy is going to be just the coolest man alive the entire time. And until then, we're going to go to ads. I'll see you later.
See you soon.
Welcome back, everybody. Of course, hopefully you've been enjoying all the 2x KO action so far. We got juicy stuff out of pools, round 2 action. It should be really good so far. Hopefully you saw that last match. Just saw that guy over in France, and now he's playing again, and there's going to be some really strong players coming up in our matches. Should be an excellent time, so I'm excited to see all the matches. Me and Non-Factor just chilling, hanging out, once again, vibing, calling some 2x KO stuff. Tomorrow morning is the 2x KO top 8, so 10 a.m. tomorrow Central Time is going to be when top 8 happens, and then top 8s tomorrow are going to be back-to-back bangers. It's going to be 2x KO, then it's going to be some Strive, then it's going to be some Tekken, and finally some Street Fighter to close things off. And I think that's going late. Like,
oh yeah,
Strive is a slower game now, new patch. Tekken a little bit slower. This patch is 3 out of 5 now. I think Street Fighter is going to be burning until the midnight hours. I'm going to be catching my AM flight, and it's still going to be going. So it's going to be a juicy weekend. Lots of good stuff to catch all weekend long.
yeah. Make sure you grab your Red Bulls. But as you mentioned, the upcoming pools that we have, we're counting some top 24 qualifiers. There's a lot of big names that are still left. Chilynn, Dacidbro. I saw Jazz rap in there. Super Noon, Justin Outlaw. I mean, pick your poison. It's absolutely stacked from top to bottom. And not only in this game. I mean, if you had never been to Combo Breaker before, if you look out in the crowd, it is wall to wall, just like fierce competition. Especially on day 2, that's where like people really get down to business.
Yeah, I mean, we have to settle our top 8 tonight, right? So that's the big thing is we had pools early on this morning. Right now is round 2 matches to solidify our top 24. Top 24 is going to happen, and then boom, we're into our top 8. So should be pretty juicy. This place is packed. Like, look at that. Like, this place is packed in the sideways realm. Like, there's so many people wall to wall playing fighting games today. And it's funny. I came in last night at like 8 p.m. It was pretty empty. It was pretty chill. Like, everybody was, you know, relaxed out the venue, playing casuals. Like, the Marvel auction was happening. You know, it was a good vibe. But then you come in today during the tournament time, it's serious business. There's human beings everywhere just playing some games. So should be a good time. Excited to see all the matches.
Yeah, and it's not just down here either. I mean, if you go upstairs, they have the arcade. There's the all-in together room where they're literally running anything you could possibly think of. I think Puzzle Fighter had a bracket going on, so definitely something for everybody. If you guys haven't been out to Combo Breaker, it's definitely an ascending kind of feeling if you're a fighting game fan.
I went out there. I went up to the arcade room, and they were literally, it was like Yakuza. They were karaokeing. They had the song on. There was arcade cabs and random games everywhere. I was like, bro, what is going on? I feel like I'm on a side quest right now. I was like, what is going on?
Running money matches for some Chuck E. Cheese tokens and some breath mints, the good old days.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, all right, that's how it goes.
But next up, we are going to have Huhz and Winters locking and loading, getting into it. Surprisingly, even in the earlier polls, it was quite a lot of duos that I was seeing today. Right now, we're running the singles, but there's quite a few dangerous duos left, too. So I hope to see more of those showing up, because I truly think that duos is, the perfect way to play 2xKO.
Yeah, it is really fun. Very powerful, especially with Teamfight, which is not allowed at CB, but is a new way to play the game that I think is so cool. It gives you a lot of different strategies and stuff. And it's messed up. Like, it is a mess up fuse. Really, really fun to use. And yeah, this group has a lot of really strong players you mentioned earlier. Noon, Leffen is in this group, and Zane is in this part of the bracket, as well as Jazzrab, Danny, a bunch of really strong players playing in this. So this is the last section here to qualify our top 24. Dude, our Leffen's first match in top 24 is home D Potemkin.
Oh, good luck. Good luck.
Even if you win, you're gonna get clipped. There's no actual winning. But I see that Globo's in this side of the bracket as well, so should be some pretty great matches. Excited to see that.
Yeah, it's been great character diversity all weekend long as well. It's you get used to seeing, the same things that we've been used to seeing in this game. It's going to be a lot of Ahri, especially right now. Ahri Akali is definitely like the sweetheart of everyone's team with freestyle fuse. But all throughout the weekend, we've been seeing some very peculiar stuff I don't normally see with fuses I don't normally see as well. So as we get closer to the top, though, I think we're going to start seeing those familiar favorites that you're used to seeing in high-level 2xKO action.
Yeah, and I saw Winters when I went to PAX from the Boston scene. She plays Caitlyn Warwick. And this team, she's got a lot of cool combos and stuff like that, so there's a lot of like interesting setups you can do. And Caitlyn's more and more popular lately. I feel like we're seeing a lot more. Character that's like pretty hard to optimize, but definitely worth the effort, I think. Very, very strong character.
Yeah, surprising when the character got announced. I'm assuming it's just going to be a classic zoning kind of style, but one of the truly more technical characters in 2xKO. I remember doing the combo trials.
Yeah.
And after the last one took me like 27 minutes. I was losing my mind with it, but there's a lot of really high-level technical setups you can do. As you mentioned with the Warwick as well, there's a lot of high-low shenanigans you can get done.
Yeah, and on the other side, Illaoi, Akali, very popular characters. Both very, very strong in this version of the game. Basically, especially, I think Illaoi, her support is so good, right? Like, it doesn't matter what character you are, you're always happy to have her on your team because her assists are so good. The way she like lets you play the game on block is so good. Even stuff like that, her down is one, just enabling right there. Back assist from Akali to anti-air, actually.
Yeah, chipping away out here, slowly applying the pressure. This is where Akali just really shines, man. Having you in the corner and the tentacles start getting down. I know the command grab got nerfed a little bit, but it went from being best command throw in the game to best command throw in the game. So
yeah, still the recovery on it is amazing, despite the nerf, as you mentioned. And this should be the end of Warwick.
Oh,
Should be a pretty easy kill, and Caitlyn, not a lot of life. Both of them kind of just got beat up together, unfortunately, on a push block, and then there was like a freestyle tag into immediate Illaoi pressure. Very tough to deal with.
And the blink of an eye, now back to the wall, the push block. You're going to get yourself some space, but you're still in an ugly spot. Little air dash right there is going to help out, but this right here is tough sledding for Caitlyn. Not the best solo character in the world, so it's going to take a hope, a dream, and a miracle to get out of this one.
Yeah, one thing about her is that she is pretty tricky, and she's got a lot of stuff, especially airborne. Oh, you saw that J2H in the front. Bola combos as well. Still has the limit strikes available to you, so this is pretty good damage. Level 3 in the tank. Nice parry. And the kunai on wake up. Oh, but the level 3 to beat it. That was a good challenge. It's just all your meter is gone, unfortunately. Yeah,
the emergency red button just to stay alive for a little bit longer. Now a 1v1 here. With Illaoi too, it's a character that's just going to run at you. You're going to die before you get the Fury, and speaking of Fury right there, Huhz going to go ahead and pop it to keep the offense going, and Illaoi becomes super dangerous in the situation, being able to dash behind those normals, but so far putting on a good show with this pressure. There's the cupcake with the parry to break up the monotony, and that's going to put the kibosh on that. Huhz going to take the first round.
And you saw the new change in this batch Caitlyn has. The dive kick cancel into the trap was used a lot in that round, and I think that's something that is pretty strong, honestly, and you're going to see used quite a bit because it's pretty powerful to have access to. Also, you probably noticed that I think Caitlyn is definitely the star of this team. Character that gets the most done. Unfortunately for Warwick, just died early on last time anyway. Okay, off the wall shot. And then we still have Tag Launcher available for big damage plus full blood Warwick if you want it.
Did he cash out the super right there? So now back to the wall. Still very close to that bloodlust here, and now using the break to keep both characters nice and healthy, and another parry on point thus far from Huhz.
So has a tentacle for this combo as well. See if you want to spend it after the S2 maybe.
Yeah, it's just Employee of the Month right there, man. Even when Illaoi's not on the screen, the fact you still are able to get extensions with it is just so powerful. As powerful as Illaoi is right here. Valuing just for the command throw, that's what we just talked about, man. It's still just as dangerous, even though the recovery on it's like a little worse. It's so hard to deal with, especially with a character like Warwick, where you kind of bet on certain things to get out of the corner. But we're going to cash out all the damage here with the level 3. It's going to be very close, if not the kill here.
Yeah, huge damage. now sets us up with this Caitlyn again. Already almost back on Fury, even though a burst got spent not too long ago. So that's got to feel pretty decent at least. And I think she didn't boost with the Warwick last time, so Warwick kind of just, he's just vibing. He's just there for a good time, not a long time, you know?
Yeah, that's the moral support right there, but a great jump in coming in from Winters. Not quite out of it. You have a lot of health to work with too when you're slowly building up that level 3. Not even gonna have to spend the meter here to get this character down. So another 1v1. Let's see if Winters comes on top this time, but both players have that emergency red button with the level 3.
Warwick comes out as well, and using that air dash so often and that bola, it's tricky to deal with Caitlyn. Even that fadeaway jump M, her buttons are pretty good, I think. Oh, baited the parry with the flick at the last second. Charge H. Her charge H is really good too. One of the better charge H's in the game. It's really fast.
Oh my goodness.
That was almost it.
They go 2H there. Unfortunately, just escape by the skin of their teeth. More pressure coming in. There's the tentacle. That's MVP. Still has the Fury for Winters as well. 25 seconds on the clock. Getting very close here.
Oh, and the level 3 again comes out. Not going to be the kill, but there's Fury on deck now, and now 0 Fury for Illaoi.
Yeah, it's going to be close to equal on health here. I mean, there's not really any great health for Winters to go ahead and get back, but it's not going to have to worry about that, especially when you see the Fury coming. Good old block there, and Huhz going to be on the board first, a quick 1-0.
Yeah, that was a really rough time to try to find a burst because you were almost dead to any hit anyway, so pretty tough spot after that. But, I was going to say, I really got to see this Warwick do something here. It feels like so much of this has been the Caitlyn show, and if Warwick could play the game at all, we might see something different. But Huhz done a good job so far, kind of like keeping it nice and solid in the first round, forcing that breakout, killing the Warwick, and then getting the job done afterwards on the Caitlyn.
Now the Shroud down. Akali is just such a limit strike monster that's constantly just building meter for their team, and the Shroud on top of it just changes those approaches. Checking with the 2M there. There's the pair. We were finally going to see Warwick in action until we're not, thanks to that break.
Ooh, mashes out on defense for a second, had the hit, but didn't get too much out of it. Down S2 could get a combo off that, but timing the shot a little difficult.
Oh, there we go. Finally an opening. We like the Wolf going to use the super, building up that bloodlust.
That's full blood. Especially like when you hit both characters, something like that, Rekka just gives you so much. This is a big hit on Warwick though. Level 3 about to be available as well for both characters. Oh, air reset, looking for the air tech, didn't find anything that they were looking for. Cross up available, there's the push block. Dive kick, nice snipe, but didn't get the air hit afterwards with JL. Or with 5L.
Yeah, try to go back to the well there. I mean, you're doing a great job of chasing Illaoi down to the corner here, and now going to set you up in a good spot. You have the meter to go ahead and search for the kill, and this is a great spot finally for Warwick to really start opening things up, but we've saw Huhz rip out that level 3 in the middle of a string before, so you have to keep things tight here.
Yeah, only has one opportunity to use it. Also has Illaoi assist still available, which is definitely very useful. Cross up. Oh, didn't get the combo off that.
That was a great setup there, just not able to get the launch with it. There's the forward throw. Didn't follow up with anything. They bet it all on the DP. That shit right there should be the end of it. That Azuna drop just so much damage. It does not scale at all. So exactly what the doctor ordered. Now Huhz on set point with the quickness.
Yeah, and a nice short combo too. Didn't build you too much Fury Gauge. I think that was a pretty smart choice. Falling to the other side, went for the command grab and then jump out.
Back to the wall here. Doing the dance with Warwick. There's the low right there. That's what Warwick's known for, man. It's just that high low. The overhead did get nerfed with it, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm 30 years old. I'm still not reacting to that thing, so the high low is still potent against some players.
Yeah, and sweep into it is so good too, because sweep knocks down, and then Caitlyn has one of the only OTG assists, right? So it's pretty good no matter what. You just throw it out there, send it. If they don't block it, you get the combo, and you're chilling. So nice parry, and the air dash cancel gets both characters. That's a lot of damage too. Should be the end. Oh, drop the combo actually, but still chip now will do it for Akali as well. Just looking for the Rekka. And that's a lot of damage on Illaoi in the back.
Yeah, such a fortunate 2-for-1 right there. And just setting up that chip kill. Now Illaoi left to their own devices. Fury's still a little bit away here. Huhz does have that 1-round lead, so it depends if they want to get aggressive at some point, but still sitting with that level 3 is Winters. I'm just striking back. They're swinging right now. It's one thing with Illaoi, man. If you're solo Illaoi, you kind of just swing for the fences and hope for the best with those big medium buttons, but we're not going to see it as Winters is finally going to put themselves on the board here. 1 round apiece in game number 2.
Yeah, Illaoi's medium buttons are just, they're super good. It's tough to contest with. That's why you see players like, when they have Illaoi left, just run up to you and hit jab because you're so scared to challenge the mediums in mid-range that she can just kind of take all that space. Behind the back 2H.
Knocking him on the back of the head. It's a great jump in right there. Timely burst. Keeping the Wolf healthy this time around. Charge shot. You can see the gears starting to turn for Winters here as they're starting to do the runaway game you want to see with Caitlyn, and then trying to send in the Warwick behind it. But thus far, I mean, Huhz is just staying at full screen, so the opening's not really there. Yeah,
it's a tough team to zone, too. Illaoi has good anti-zoning. Obviously, Akali is very mobile as well. It's a difficult team to, like, play this kind of keep away against. Crowds up. Just double jumps out. escapes the situation, going for the run, looks for the low, dive kick, double tag back. Nice defense.
Yeah, that's perfect defense right there. And now just jumping away, can't find the opening here. That's one thing where Warwick like used to be so good is just setting up that mix alone, but now need the extra assist on there. It was just great defense played by Huhz, and now you get this opening here with the meter to work with. As we talked about, that Azuna drop, man, does not scale for anything. So now just one character away from closing out the set for Huhz.
Yeah, and it's all down to this Caitlyn. No burst available as well.
Buying her time here with the bola. There's the air throw. Could be a great opening. Huhz still has the break, so it just depends at what point you want to save your character, but not able to get the full conversion there for Winters, and right back at you. Huhz with the forward throw, the tentacle extension as well, but not getting the 2H.
Nice parry on that. Gets rid of the super assist, and now it gets locked down in the corner. You got to deal with the mix-up after from Akali. Just an empty low. Doesn't get a combo off this besides just the shuriken, so a little bit of damage. Fury about to be available. Warwick assist comes out to create some space, but this Caitlyn got to do it alone. Fury available, and the block, unfortunately, that is that.
Yeah, it looks like they might have been just waiting for Illaoi to press a button in the middle of all that, but just hitting the brakes worked exactly out for him. Great punishment there. That was a scrappy 2-0, but it seemed like Illaoi was just kind of in full control in there. As you mentioned, we didn't see too much of the Warwick until it was too little too late, so just how the cookie crumbles, so that is going to be Huhz moving on with the 2-0.
Yeah, and one thing too is I really like anytime there's a weird air tech scenario with Akali, you would just do hold S2, and then it would just like side swap and then call Illaoi assist. That makes it really difficult to like contend or deal with the Illaoi assist under you because, you know, obviously the side swap's happening in the air. It's a smart choice, and it's something that you're seeing a lot more people use from Akali. Obviously, she's the newest character until we get Senna, so, you know, a lot of people have just been sitting there like playing this character. She's very, very popular for a reason. She's really good, really technical, really fun. I'm sure you're going to see her quite a bit this weekend. But yeah, she's a good time.
Yeah. And now I need to know, do you fall for the propaganda that Warwick is bottom one?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know who bottom one could be. That's the problem is, like, I have to label a character in this game the weakest, and like, when you fight all of them, you're like, this character is supposed to be weak? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I do see people put him down there. Like, some people talk about Darius being down there, which that seems wild to me just because, like, I don't know, man. Darius, he does so much damage.
It's just two characters. I mean, you talk about Darius and Warwick that could just mash out 5M and kind of just steal neutral from you because that thing hits a country mile. It's like half the screen for both of those characters. So.
Yeah. Some people say Jinx also, but, like, she's so good in 2Os that, I don't know. I find that hard to believe, too. So
that's kind of teammate of the year, especially, like, with compositions like Vi dashing through with Fishbone's assists and things like that. It becomes so tricky to deal with. One of my good buddies plays Juggernaut Jinx, which you don't see at all. And I have been convincing this guy to just pick two characters because, as you mentioned, Jinx alone can't really get the job done. And in Juggernaut, it helps because you have the health and everything. But yeah, if you're watching out there, this guy. Do you need a character?
But any other character.
Literally any other character.
Else. I think like her and Teemo are the two worst Juggernaut characters probably.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like you're putting yourself in the struggle for no reason. Just pick some assist to fling out there while you shoot rockets. You know?
Oh, exactly.
That's all you need.
So he's got to fill the screen up with things. But next up, I think we're going to have V and Duke in the middle of a button check right now. But it's a great match to start this pool. See the strength of Illaoi again, as you talked about. I mean, probably top one or two characters. A lot of people are high on Ahri, but Illaoi, I mean, from the beginning of the game, I mean, just these long-reaching normals that they have, the mediums that you mentioned, you're almost so afraid to challenge it, especially because 2M is like the footsie button of all time. And then when you're in the corner, it's just so hard to deal with, especially we didn't even see an S2 super at any point in that. But that's a whole other layer that Illaoi has.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, when you ask them who's the characters to watch out for in this version, I think the obvious answer, as you mentioned, Illaoi is a big problem, Teemo is a big problem, Ahri is a big problem. Some people say Akali. Like when I was in France, I talked to a few players, like a few of them said that they thought Akali was the best in the game. So, you know, it just depends on who you ask. Those characters are all really, really scary. And then afterwards, it's just like a jumble of the entire cast of who's strong. There's a lot of really, really good characters after that. So another Warwick, by the way, Yasuo Warwick. It's the team from the cinematic.
A lot of guys out here playing some bottom one, according to the people on the internet. But that's a great start there for V. Going to get so much corner carry off of this with the limit strike, able to dash up and start setting up shop.
Nice, and gets the Kara stomp there after the front throw. Takes the burst right away, so Darius in. Got to deal with a lot of life on both characters. 2x assists, this is a classic. Ekko Darius, 2x assists. We saw this a lot when the game came out. Wow, stuff on the dash.
And as you mentioned, that 2x assist is something we definitely saw, especially during the original My Time, where you're able just to completely say you don't want to play neutral and continue to take your turn. But thus far, an absolute scrap as we're handshake tagging in Darius here and still swinging that 5M. That's the emergency button.
Yeah, his mediums are very good. He has very, very good pokes, and his damage is really high, and the hook is amazing. It's an incredibly useful move to have on your team. Nice air hit. jumps out afterwards. Gets the corner combo as well. We'll see what the routing's going to be. The charge SC round.
Yeah, so you're going to be a lot of damage on deck, and you're able to set up some Oki here. Or just go for the absolute kill with Darius with the tag. That right there, the power wave into headless, even just off a forward throw, is so potent, but the parry there with a sliver of health left here.
The low parry was so ridiculous. Just knowing, like, all right, you're definitely not going to go mid because you're scared of my parry, so I'm just going to low parry. That was insane. That was a ridiculous choice. And the conversion on that.
Yeah, that's a shoe on the other foot. How do you like it? And that's so much damage off the board early here. And you still have a little bit of great health with Warwick as well, so you can get him out of there unless you get caught with the chip. Get to save the wolf for a little bit longer. But, I mean, you definitely got mileage out of that magic pistol.
Yeah, that was for sure worth it. It's like 80% on the wick. Oh, that's going to be a pickup as well. Still has tag launcher at the end of this, which is pretty good here considering you already used the bounce, but it doesn't matter. Going to take the knockdown. There's the wake up attack dash cancel. Cross up man or not, that's the thing you got to watch out for. There's the push block.
Yeah, Yasuo becomes so scary inside Fury, but not that scary. You're just going to swing that big axe around, and that should be the kill, and Duke going to be taking that first round.
Yeah, that was a little topsy-turvy. He was up like a ton of life, and then, you know, that Warwick low parry happened, and like no scaling, you just get deleted, so it's a little spooky, to say the least. Nice block.
That's the beauty of parries in 2x KO. It's like, it's such a risky thing to spend that bar on the resource if you do get baited, but you get such a huge reward for finding that parry, and now be off to a hot start once again. You get the extra extension with Warwick here, and then the tag, taking a bite out of crime, back and forth we go. Tag on tag, man. Insane setups we have here. That's the power of freestyle as well.
Yeah, double tagged and got pretty great damage off it. Didn't get a Warwick pop and did build a lot of burst. So because of that combo extension, does not spend it though on the Darius. And I don't really think it's worth spending on the Ekko here unless like you get a hit first probably. Yeah, extensions on this. Oh my god, this is going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, so much meter to cash out here with the blood online. And now this is where Warwick becomes so scary, is when they're just backdashing away, because you know they're plotting. But yeah, great opening here for Duke. Finally finding the hit with Ekko here. I mean, if you can get a character down, that Fury starts looking really enticing to set up. As we go Lemon Strike, set up the install, just escaping away with their life is Yasuo here. And now we're going to see those tag launch setups again, but it's still matching out. This could be the opening that Duke needs here.
Yeah, can almost kill. He's going to have 2 meters on this, so could be a double super route, but does not go for it. And drop on the combo, now a chance. Should be an easy kill. Yeah, level 3 available. Doesn't have to do anything too fancy.
You saw the momentum building for Duke there. Super unfortunate on that drop, but V going to take advantage of that one. Now 1 round apiece. Been a little back and forth here. It seems like if Darius isn't getting that damage in early, it's kind of tough sledding for Duke and his Ekko.
Yeah, I mean, losing a character always so tough. Helm Breaker round start, both characters, break available. Darius assist almost already ready. Break has tag launch available as well. Doesn't choose to spend it. Just gonna take the limit strike into the corner. Has Oki with double Darius assist available as well, and that he's big. He got a big shoulder, man.
With the Ray Lewis shoulder in the corner there. Now Yasuo left to their own devices. Fury very far away here, so next interaction is really going to matter. You cannot afford to get clipped. Retreating guard is back on their way into the corner. There's the apprehend.
Oh.
That's so huge right there.
Delayed headbutt for that overhead on the mix, and then has the meter to kill here. Nice and easy peasy DP into the headless. That's game 1. I mean, Darius put in some work.
Yeah, I see explosiveness from Darius, man, especially as you mentioned with that assist. Just clear the way for the big man, and the apprehend became so much more dangerous when they allowed you to charge it, because you really have to second guess what your reaction is going to be to that. But Duke going to take advantage, up 1 game here. Another hot start for V. We've seen him in this position before where they're able just to with the quickness, just set up this corner pressure, especially with the limit strike. But Duke, momentum stealer.
I think good time to spin that Fury, or that break there. Get out of that position. Finally had an okay chance, but unfortunately Ekko has just got stuffed on startup by the follow through the wind wall. This is when it gets scary. Yeah, the double mix-ups, double tag, like forcing you into a bad spot, although drop on the combo gives you an opportunity here. Hook's coming out, escapes, again, has not been able to like string into that hook and then make the mix-up that scary yet.
Seems like only a matter of time, but that's a great job just bonking on the back of the head of Ekko, and that should be the kill. So it's going to be that solo Darius, about 50% way through Fury. So if there's any character that's going to make you pay for every single touch, it is Darius. So not quite out of it yet is Duke, and still going to mash out that magic button there. Blood online for V now with the Warwick, but that's a great use of the super assist there, and this one's going to hurt.
Yeah, pretty good damage on that. Not quite the kill, just back rolls out mid-screen, and they're forcing the break is a big deal here. If Darius gets like 1 limit strike, is going to have Fury pretty soon. Like that, it's starting to get a little scary.
Back into the Wolf. Coming back in, going for the overhead. Great defense. Block on that one from Duke. And this is the thing for V. You just want to stay full screen and just try to jump scare Duke in the middle of it right there. Able to get clipped. Has 3 meters to work with, so that right there should be the round. V striking back. You can see the pace of the match has just kind of changed from V. I mean, you take the Ekko off the board and you start having to worry about so much mix on defense. It's more just, you got a character just brooding at you over and over with big buttons.
Jump back round start. We've seen that a few times, trying to use the double assist to play the neutral for you, which is the thing that is really good about 2x assists. It gives you a scary neutral threat from your assist being able to just be called twice. This is a great setup too. This gives you a lot of time on the install. You can lob, react to the roll with teleport, which is pretty good. And yeah, I mean, even though lob Oki a little bit weaker now, stuff like that with 2x assists, very good. Taking out a huge amount of damage on Yasuo. Not quite the kill, but yeah, pretty bad spot for him.
Good Lord, send help. There's so much great help for Yasuo to come back with, but we're going to have to use the Fury for that one as Warwick in a world of trouble here. Still 1 bar of meter to work with. Should be very, very close, but I think that is actually going to be the kill. So now Fury, you might want to pop it early here just to try to get as much of that great health as possible. Even with the bleed online, you are not sitting in a good spot.
Yeah, I think that Fury, you got to just hold it for the next round unless you get like a huge hit or something. I mean, that got a little scary tackle. Into the, dude, the delay on that, the parry unfortunately whiffing on the hook. So now set point.
Now with the quickness, it's just been V living in the corner in that one. Warwick dashing in, able to get that 5M. The button we talked about, dude. That thing reaches so far, using the super for the damage, building up the blood.
Jumping out after playing it nice and safe. Yasuo assist gets stuff, does not overcommit to try to hit him too much, and then that opens up that hit right there on the Warwick.
Tagging in. Oh,
second hit.
Yeah, the mix there. It's the thing about Yasuo, man. No matter what the changes are, still a character that can make you guess the high lows. Very hard to deal with. Now all this corner carry. Well, he's going to take the limit strike here. I don't think the super's going to be enough to kill, but of course with the Warwick behind it, definitely enough. Great routing there from B. Trying to tie things up one apiece here. The Fury's still online for Duke. If you do get greedy with it, that's a huge opening as well. So the sun's starting to shine for Duke off rip.
He's going to make it to the corner too, which is where Darius actually gets big damage alone. He has Limit Strike available, or can apply the bleed. Just runs in behind the assist. And that's chip. Oh, not quite. The Fury anyway. Now Yasuo's got to guess. You got to scrap and make it happen. If you anything on block will kill Yasuo, so that's why we see the tag. Dash cancel in. Look for the overhead. Nice 5M on the Warwick afterwards as well. And this is going to drain out the rest of that Fury.
Yeah, still fine on the health bar, but as you mentioned, no Fury. So now left to your own devices. Back to the wall here. See if Darius can swing his way to this one. No super meter either. You do have a couple of super assists with the Ekko if you want to go ahead and just clear the way, but back to the wall. There's a super assist on cue. Knocking out the Warwick, but still got to chase down this Yasuo.
Quite a bit of damage too, which is pretty nice. Time Winder holding the screen for him. Oh, and the jump S1 bite from Warwick afterwards. Oh, missed the combo. And Warwick almost got picked up for it too, which is very scary. Scrapping on the edge of the screen. Man, if that burst was blocked. Oh my god, sweep hits, bite. Has Yasuo assist at the end of this as well, so can be an extension here, down S2. Bite, headbutt available still. This is going to be blood after, even if you live, which I don't think you will. Nice, good extension.
Yeah, there's a scrap at the end there. Worked out for V. Right there was just the will to persevere. I mean, you're just staying in there with Darius, and you're just not being afraid of it. Staying in his face, not worrying about getting clipped or anything. Got clipped a few times as well, and speaking of getting clipped, a bit of a mini happy birthday there. Happy belated. Over the top, going low. Oh, the dash through. I don't care how long you play this game, man. You're still going to get caught right there when they dash you. The cross-up, man, right there works so well. And there's the hit, but not able to find the confirm right there on the 2L, though. Getting real tricky with the mix-ups now.
Yeah, I mean, even at Red Bull last week, we saw all the best players there just getting clipped by cross-up, man. That's his job. His job is to cross you up. And it's mixed. Actually, I think maybe he was trying to do jump 2H, but just got grounded H instead. Unfortunate. Doesn't get like a full extension or anything, and Darius just didn't have anything too scary on the Oki, just gets hit by the wake-up attack. Double assist from Ekko comes out, gonna be the tag. He's a healthier character.
Oh, gets hit again though. So much meter to work with for the side of V. You saw the tag launch as well, drop combo there. Might have been looking for some kind of reset. Duke gonna take advantage though. Now back on the attack, finds the low. No power wave off of that, but they do get the air apprehend, and now the break coming in from V.
Oh, had both, but the Ekko assist, double assist actually kind of messed it up, unfortunately. Oh, and then there's another drop on that opportunity now. Darius is getting beat up. There's the tag. Actually, a little bit of damage on both characters. Has tag launch as well.
Big time happy birthday there too. Sitting with a level 3, man, you can take a character off the board with the power wave into it. That's so much damage, and that's going to be a dead wolf. So unfortunate to get clipped with both characters there, and now Yasuo with just a small chunk to his name.
Yeah, suddenly it became winnable just like that. Has the Hasagi and now forcing on this. And I think if Ekko gets hit, he's going to Fury. Like, you kind of need to spend it to try to win. But level 3 available for Yasuo as well. You have to be so careful about that. Nice tech.
Swinging away. Saw the upper hand come in, but just running up and swinging. Duke going to be on set point here. It feels bad to die with that level 3 in your pocket, not being able to hit that emergency button for V, but somehow just the way the cookie crumbles, pulling in the Warwick, and there's that big 5M again showing in space with the bleed online. Going to be forced to use that break there. He's going to go for a full screen headless, knowing that they're going to snipe the Yasuo out.
Yeah, pretty good damage on the Yasuo, although he is in the back just recovering life, so unless something happens to that character pretty quick, like he's going to recover a bunch of it, and just got mixed up, double mixed up. Yeah, there's the bite. Good extensions on this. Oh, missed the jump 2H, unfortunately. Yasuo took a little bit of damage for it, too.
Look at trade now. Ekko getting beat up for his troubles. Still swinging in, fighting the low there. Gonna be Nychrisg smashing out the 5L, but still jumping out the corner is Warwick, but getting clipped out of the skies by the Ekko. Let's take the limit strike here. Instead of taking him over the corner with the super, they go over the top off the easy, and now just throwing out the super to get some space.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little too far for the overhead. Wow. Into the S2 to combo, which can happen sometimes. Gets the down S2, and now chance for mix-up. Dashes in, gets the front throw, takes the slide, and doesn't go for anything after. So Darius has a chance to get in, but stuff. Ekko's so low, he just dies in one hit here. Oh, and that's the hit.
Yeah, it seemed like only a matter of time here, but now Darius, you're sitting with the Fury. I mean, even with these two characters at 50%, it's still a good bet to take, because you only need to find one quick opening just like that. It's going to be a dead Warwick, and now Yasuo is staring this big man with a little bit of Fury on deck in the face. You can make him hurt early here. The upper hand, they sneak in the throw. That's going to be all she wrote, and Duke making it work with the buff off the Fury. 2-1 victory.
Scary spot, too. I mean, that's the thing about Darius is, you know, he does so much damage already. When he's in Fury, like, he just strike throws you a lot of the times, but it's so scary because if he's right, he just deletes you. So it's like, oh, it's just a throw, a strike. Like, he has an overhead that he can dash cancel. It can't be that bad, right? And he just does like 50% off a throw by himself already. So you're like, oh god, I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna explode. And then it's Fury and the chip and then like all this stuff. He's a scary character to deal with.
Yeah, you're parrying for your life in a situation like that, especially when you're talking about the charge apprehend. If that thing comes up in Fury, you're still just eating pressure over and over. So that's like the comeback character, or one of the comeback characters in this game you definitely don't want to see when it's one left and there's Fury. But great set from those two, and I think next up we are going to be having Chilynn and Dacidbro and PCH. I ain't gonna lie, man, I love my guy PCH, but when I see NorCal on screen, I'm going to represent my town. Yeah,
PCH was just up here hanging out, was like, I got to go play, and just ran off. busy, got a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, another duo coming up here. They made it pretty far in the Frosty Faustings duo tournament, and then also same thing, Genesis. These two have duoed a bunch. And they played a few different teams. I think the team I've seen them play the most is Jinx, Ahri, but I think that they've messed around with Caitlyn and some other stuff as well. So depends on what they want to play. Like the two of them, they have a couple of choices. But it's always cool to see duos out here. Obviously, like we talked about Sonic Inzem and the twins and all that stuff, but I feel like every tournament there's more and more duos in general. I see way more now than I did at the start of the game.
Yeah, people are just starting to find the strengths of doing. You can puppet things in such a different way than you can solo, which is I brought up yesterday on stream, like a team like Quainty and Tate. The way they're able to puppet Blitzcrank with doing like solo Yasuo makes it so hard to deal with because it's things that you can't normally do, or being able to move forward and call back assist is also a very strong thing of playing duo. So hopefully one day, man, we just end up in a world where everyone in bracket is a duo, because that's exactly what I love to see.
There's that one guy playing alone, like,
it's like, who's this guy?
They're like, this guy doesn't have any friends. They're just like, no, I just wanted to play alone.
Now, I love hearing the comms as well. I forgot what tournament it was, but I remember they put headsets with microphones on the players for the duos as well, which is such a sick thing to see, because sometimes in between rounds or in between games, you'll see the duo kind of like huddle up and start like talking shop with each other. So it's a very cool thing to see. I always tell everyone, if I play against a duo, I'm going to start talking to myself.
Yeah, you got to give yourself comms.
No one knows me better than me, but as you mentioned, PCH was just up here commentating. So I love showing people that commentators got hands too.
You know, that was the thing, is like last week, it was the Red Bull Knockout event, duos only, right? And they would like take their one ear off the headset so they could talk to each other mid-match. But on stage, they had like the French commentators with the mics, and they were like, you know, pumped to the crowd. So you'd just be sitting up there, and like it's like you're getting drowned out by like the French crowd and the commentators and all that. I was like, this is a debuff. Like, France is too powerful. They got beating everybody up there. Like, it's too powerful.
Yeah, France is, they've been diehard about these tag fighters for so long. It's so nice to see like the international reach that 2XCO is starting to have. Saw a couple of Japanese players in bracket as well, and just bringing in the world together for some active tag fighter action is definitely nice to see. But as we talk about the duos talking things over right there, you see them scheming. see Chilynn and Dacidbro just talking shop here. It's probably going to be the Jinx and the Ahri as you were talking about. Last week at a regional over in NorCal, NorCal Knockout, I think they got 3rd, and I think they were the only duo that showed up in bracket as well. So they were definitely showing out the power of 2.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of strengths that you have, especially certain characters are much better at it than others. I talked about Jinx earlier, but Jinx is a character where like you can hold minigun and then do zap and do rocket, right? While your opponent is doing whatever, even if your other character is getting comboed. Like if they start comboing Ahri and you're playing Jinx and you're holding minigun, you can aim it, you can shoot rockets, you know, you can disrupt the combo in a way that's very hard to deal with. The big strategy for the Twins at Red Bull was like put out stuff with Yasuo, tag into Jinx, shoot the chompers with the minigun, and then shoot the rocket, and then Yasuo gets like a multi-layered 3-way mix-up that's covered by, you know, minigun plus rocket plus all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of power, I think, in playing duos with a character like Jinx. Jinx, in particular, I think goes up a lot in terms of how good she is when you're playing duos.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, especially with a character like Ahri as well, you can just change your air approaches so much. As you're talking about the Twins, I mean, Yasuo has air approaches of his own, so pretty sure we're going to see some similar things here. But as both sides are getting ready, locked and loaded.
What the?
Got some on-stage repair right now?
I don't. When everybody has like some custom thing and they start doing stuff like this, I never trust it. This is what happens. Yeah. This is what he's got a crack open all 4 on the back. He had to borrow that from somebody, you know. Like, what's going on here?
That's what you get for playing with the Tesseract, man.
You know, he's got some kind. He's Iron Man on the stage right now. He's about to pop the lid on this. Oh, he's got to do the inner screws as well.
Oh wow. And that's one of the cooler things from like modern fighting games is like everyone has like their own particular controller these days. Yeah. And there's just so many buttons you start seeing on these things in so many different shapes and sizes. I made a joke to it earlier. It's like a biblically accurate leverless. Whoa. Like there's just things everywhere.
He's in there. He's in the PCB. He's in the mainframe.
I'm in.
I think he's checking if the button is working now. And like I think the wire was loose or something like that. And now he's got to re-screw it on. The other thing is, these days, nobody plays on stick anymore. It's a little sad to see as someone who played on stick for so long, but everywhere you go, it's just leverless. If you don't know how to play on a leverless and you need a borrowed controller, look, they're just taking pictures. They got time because he's up there screwing everything back in. Yeah, if you don't play on leverless these days, borrowing a controller is kind of hard.
Yeah, as you mentioned, like you play on lever now or arcade stick, you're like the weirdo where it's like you're like the dude asking for the old iPhone charger at the party where everyone's like, what are you doing, dude? And the thing is too is like so many games now kind of like encourage being able to have like shortcuts and everything that you don't normally have on arcade stick. But if you want to play retro games, there's shoes on the other foot. Like if I play Third Strike, I'm not doing it on a leverless. Nothing about that feels right. So you kind of have to carry 2 of you at all time. But as we talk about all these buttons on the stick, man, even the ones that are coming from like actual manufacturers now, not even customs, they're just buttons galore. And I don't even know what half of them do. I have a stick that has like 14 face buttons. I only use like 10 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot of people though these days. They can't play without the extra buttons. I used to not get it. I used to be like, I don't know why everybody has all these extra buttons. And then I got like the thumb button that's like my parry, and I was like, all right, I get it now. My bad. Like this is too useful to have. So on that Victrix, and then Dacidbro, an old man like myself who's played a lot of arcade stick in the days. I played arcade stick for a long time. Now I'm on leverless like everybody else. It's just too powerful.
I think that was the Rap 4. I haven't seen one of those in such a long time
Yeah, it is
either.
the Rap 4.
That's all reliable right there.
That was like the house stick. I had one of those at my house for everybody to use. I was like, everybody likes the Rap 4. Like, you know, chill.
The Player 2 controller.
Yeah. Oh, delayed fireball cancel. Ekko Akali. This is a team I think when this character came out, a lot of people didn't think was very good, but I think like a lot of people have sort of come around on Akali being a little bit more viable with some more characters. Nice confirm. Orb combo available as well.
Maybe a lot of corner carry here. See who the routing's going to be. Can't look for the limit strike or the tag launcher as well for the extra damage, and that is a huge opening. How much damage PCH? Not going to use the break. Just going to hold on for a little bit longer, see if they can find a tag out at some point to help save this Ekko because they are in trouble.
Dagger low pressure, has both, and then there's the break. Gets hit by the Time Winder, but it didn't matter too much. And yeah, her jump M is an insanely good button. It's very difficult to contest with in situations like this. It's going to be a tag situation in the mix-up. Rocket comes out as well. Stagger pressure with the zap.
And that's what you were talking about earlier. When you're using freestyle, you're just able to puppet the Gatling and then start setting up shot behind it. But right there, blocking the break. Could be a huge opening for PCH, but not going to get the launch with it. Now down to an Ekko that's heavily wounded.
That was the right idea, too. Doing OTG kunai and then getting the extension of the air combo, because you already had one of your bounces gone from blocking the burst. But just unfortunate there. Didn't get a big opportunity.
Come back in for some more pressure here. Ekko back to the wall. The J2H, the cross-up. Such a good air approach from Ahri, man. It's so hard to deal with, especially when you have a character in front of you. It doesn't even matter if it's Jinx or not. That J2H will always smack you in the back of the head. So Chilynn and Dacidbro right now at a pretty good commanding lead of neutral, but now PCH finding his openings to set things up here off of the super.
Yeah, no break available either. It's going to take the knockdown. Has Akali assist, which, using it to see the roll or not in that situation, I think is a pretty smart idea. Tick throw, that's enough to kill it just like that.
Yeah, it's one thing, Akali's assists aren't the best in the world, but that super assist whenever it's online, it is definitely a game changer. So we'll see if we see that at some point, but it's a great 2H to get things started here. Trying to run behind the Sky Bones. It's going to be another great opener here. Just going to take the knockdown, not able to set anything up with it. PCH at the back throw.
And then forcing the burst immediately. 5M challenge again, and there's the zap. Now out of resources, though. That is the thing. So I think even though they lose this round, the fact that they got the break off the table is a pretty big win.
I definitely want to play that economy game here, but as you mentioned, should be able to close out the round there. One apiece, PCH striking back pretty well. It's just better defense being played. I mean, there was a drop in the middle of that definitely helped PCH out, but doing a better job of working their way through this ambiguous mist game. We're just immediately throwing everything on the screen as soon as we start. Getting caught low there, and a very merry birthday is going to force the break.
Using the air fireball to cut off the approach. The big thing is Akali is pretty fast on the ground and also has good air options. Oh, the tricky cross-up. Keeping Ekko down there for the tag as well. Nice mix-up from PCH.
Maybe a lot of counter carry here with this tag launcher as well. If we choose to set up the shroud here, it's going to backdash. Oh, ambiguous mix looking low right there. Great defense played from the duo.
Yeah, that's a tough spot too. Whenever you have that whip and then gets air tech reset, he air buttons again. That is the thing. If you've been playing anime games a long time, air tech buttons it's your life. You literally can't stop yourself from doing it.
Especially that JM just so good. The run in M. Could open up a world there. Another drop combo, not able to get the extension with it. PCH going to make him pay. Slowly building up this level 3 as well. I mean, if you run up, not going to look for the extension as well. It could have been a dead Jinx if he chose to spend the meter. Would have been really close, but it's going to hold off for now.
Yeah, you can just always do JS2 in the level 3 with Akali as well. It just like always works, even mid-screen. I mean, this is going to be a level 3 anyway. But something that you can always extend with. When I first saw it, I was like, what? That works from so far away. Her level 3 is so cool.
Oh, no, Riot Cook, for sure. That's definitely got to be one of the coolest ones. And speaking of Riot Cooking, man, the costumes I just released, the Dragon Masters, I'm in love. They finally got me. I opened the wallet for them.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the Violectrics on it. That's what's tempting me. That's a big counter hit. Okay, and then Super Assist was going to come out anyway. Double hit. This should be a combo with the Akali. Fury is available. Pops it on the Limit Strike.
Open a prayer right here, just a chunk left. The Fury Jinx. You can pile up a lot of damage, especially once that level 3 comes up. The Super Mega Death Rocket, definitely one of the hardest hitting level 3s, and on command, we're going to see it there. It's the thing, even if it doesn't hit, it's just so hard to punish. You get a bunch of chip damage with the Fury as well, but right there, it is going to hit its mark. An absolute tactical nuke, going to take out Akali.
Yeah, it does 1,000,000 damage, and importantly, it's very hard to punish. And, like, all Jinx players match it. That's the thing to know. They're always doing it, no matter what the scenario is. Ahri assist getting stuff there. And then hits, but the patience from Dacid not to overcommit on anything. There's a push block. Rocket jumping away again, trying to get space. The zap gets punished. It's so difficult to land something like that against a character like Ekko, who's so mobile.
Yeah, it's kind of where Jinx struggles sometimes. Is you're playing at a peculiar range like that mid-range and you want to start filling the screen or look for a zap or set anything up. But it's just so hard when there's characters with aerial approaches that Ekko and Akali have to safely go ahead and get those things out. So PCH right now up 1 game on our duo, and now we see the huddle. Breaking out the game plan right here. We got to start getting whiteboards out so they could actually draw up plays with each other.
Draw the diagrams and stuff. I saw when Teamfight came out, Supernoon was trying to explain why it was so good, and he opened up the MS Paint. And I was like, that's how you know it's a serious conversation. When the MS Paint comes out, you got a point to prove.
All fun and games until you bust out the overhead and start giving lessons. That's a great air throw to start things off here. You get the extension with it. Shroud online. And that's where Akali just becomes so dangerous with the Shroud. It's so hard just to keep a hold on it.
Yeah, she can run through you, obviously, which is very, very scary for mix-ups like that. Limit Strike, Shroud's up, has Ekko assist to cover with the teleport as well. That's a dead Ahri, just like that.
It looks like the conversation between the two was like, you know, let's just try to live for a little bit longer, but so far PCH, I mean, just making the Shroud work 1,000 miles per hour here, and the Jinx gonna have to force the Fury early here. Round 1, they're gonna believe in it.
That's a lot of damage on the back on Akali. The overhead doesn't work the first time, doesn't work the second time, but it hit the second character, so still had the cancel available, and unfortunately the back H whiffs.
So much meter here for PCH as well. Kind of just pick your poison. Do you want the damage now or later at this point?
Air S2, roll. Oh, I see it's going to be rewind. Yeah, into the 2H. Oh, missed the tag launch, but it would have been the kill there.
Yeah, still sitting in a very good spot regardless of that drop, and now just chucking the Time Winder on the screen. A big opening here for our Jinx. Almost to that level 3 as well. You have the Zap online, but little baseball throw with the Time Winder going to close things out here. So now PCH, a big momentous swing continues to go in their way and on set point now.
Double tag, overhead connects. Now chance for mix-ups. Oh, dash S2 actually gets the combo off this as well. Takes a limit strike again. That's the thing about Akali. She just like always limit strikes on every hit, which is really nice for her. She's got a lot of threats. S1 available. Gonna be little tag. There's the parry on the overhead. Finally seen that too many times.
Yeah, great call on that one just to get some space, but not able to get much off it, and still back to the wall here. Tough sledding for Jinx. Now sitting in the Ahri. Trying to recover some of that gray health and still just being forced on defense. It's just relentless pressure from PCH continuing to come in. The sandwich mix up again. Shroud online, you have to guess the kunai off of the get-up attack is going to spell disaster, and that's going to take Ahri off the board here. So now solo Jinx once again for our duo.
Yeah, all down to Dacid on the Jinx against two very healthy characters. Mobile, two difficult characters to deal with is like a zoning character, and the stagger on that, the level 3 right away. Nicely done to PCH. Clean stuff there after fixing all the buttons, tinkering, making sure that the controller was working, got the job done.
Yeah. Screwdriver's the best teammate right there.
Yeah, that was a duo, that's true. Him and the Screwdriver getting the job done. Nice work right there.
It was just a great job from PCH, so you can tell that Dacid didn't really get to get any of the Jinx stuff going. You could feel the screen so much, but it was just consistently back to the wall. It wasn't a lot of Chappie, wasn't a lot of the Chompers. It's a lot of Gatling just trying to get some space away, but it was just relentless pressure the entire time, and that's what Akali and Ekko can really do.
Yeah, you saw it was like really tough for them to get out moments where like Jinx had, you know, Chompers and then minigun, and then S2, and then Ahri doing like air dash mix-ups. That happened in like the first game, I think, but then almost never after, which that's kind of like what this team needs to do to establish. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like, Akali just jumps around in the air, and that is tough to deal with, and Ekko's really fast. He actually takes pretty good advantage of her assist, too. He's one of the only characters that can use her assist, like, pretty decently. We saw it in the combos, but he can do things like jump Helmbreaker, call her forward assist, and it's, like, one of the only things close enough to make it work, because, like, her forward assist doesn't have that much range, so there's little things like that that I think are pretty good for him as well. And, yeah, that's a good team. I think a lot of people are opening up their eyes to, like, that team being pretty solid. You know, so many people are playing Ahri Akali instead, so not seeing as much Ekko this patch, I think, just in general. It's cool to see. Next match is going to be a banger, by the way. This is a couple of really strong players. Neither of them duo. Both of them on, I think, different teams than the last time I saw them playing in the last patch. Also, yeah, the controller that James uses. What's up with this thing? Dude, this thing has got to be older than him. Like, I think James is like 18 or 19 or something, like early 20s. Like, the GameCube is pretty old at this point, you know, so.
You know, funny enough, not the only person I've seen play a tag fighter with a GameCube controller. I was at Combo Starter, and someone was playing Marvel 3 with a GameCube controller as well. So there's some true sickos out there who are rocking things with a GameCube controller. Do they play Smash as well, or is it just a statement piece?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, maybe he just likes the GameCube controller for whatever reason, but that is really funny. Just random controller issues. Of all the controllers that exist, there's so many that you could use. I mean, you know, it's up to your preference, I suppose.
We talk about the leverless wave. I'm waiting for GameCube controllers to take over 2XKO. That's the new meta.
I feel like they would destroy my hands. Like, there's no way my hands could handle it, but apparently he's young. He hasn't built arthritis yet, you know?
He'll learn eventually.
Yeah,
it
his
comes
hands
for us
will
all.
explode at some point, and then it'll be the end.
But let's get into it. Not sure if there's a button check here, but we're talking about the international reach with Lucien all the way from Bermuda. It's nice to see, once again, just so many international players coming in and enjoying some 2XKO action. I mean, Riot just has a massive property on their hands with the League of Legends property anyways, so it's like you already have such a far outstanding reach with everyone.
Okay, James used to be a Yasuo player. Now still hanging out on Ahri Yasuo. I saw him playing this team a lot in the last patch, and I wasn't sure if he had swapped, because I'd seen him try a few different teams. Same thing for Lucien. I've seen both of them try a couple of different things. So it depends on like what you want to play, but this should be a good match, I think. Excited to see this.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a moment where a lot of people were like trying to like slowly move their way off of Yasuo, but the character, regardless of the changes they had throughout all this time, is like it's still such a solid, reliable solo character.
Yeah, Yasuo is still really good. I think people underestimate just like how useful the utility the character has is in a lot of his combos and routes, and just like how much presence he has in a lot of moments. Like, he's still a really good character, I think, for sure. As we see two Yasuos. Oh, nice start, a little 2M. 2H combo here with Ekko. Oh, missed the extension. That combo, oh, and then the reset afterwards too. Oh man, into the stand stage, into the corner, wind wall out. Has good Oki coverage as well. Look for the cross up, didn't find it.
Jumping out for free though, gotta pay the tax. Before you see the break, they're gonna swap out here. Going back there's Lucien. Yeah, right there, that's the old school right there. You just dash in the air and try to set up a sandwich mix, but gonna get caught on the landing frames. Big opening for Lucien here. Has some meter to work with as well. Gonna take the limit strike, so now incoming mix. What's it gonna be? The delay low with the 2L. Exactly what the doctor ordered, so that's a quick character off the board.
Oh, and dashes up, looks for the light, does not find it. Corner starter with Yasuo. It's going to be pretty good damage here. S1, S1, S2, puppeted with Ekko, and you get good Oki off this with light into the pressure, and yeah, just, this is tough. That is one of those Oki situations that is still very, very powerful. There's also tag launcher available as well. S2 super.
Yeah, with the quickness, man, Lucien cashing out big time. It's kind of a one-player game in the middle of all that.
Yeah, turns out this team's still pretty good. This Yasuo Ekko team, still pretty solid after all the changes to both of these characters.
Now back to the wall, rolling on through. Back to back on that, the side switch. Putting Ahri into the corner here. Now it's time to set up the lob. See old classic setup. See the delay on the pressure there, going over the top. Forced to use the break there. It's going to be so much damage they're going to eat, so trying to keep the Ahri alive here, but now still unreliable. Or excuse me, super reliable. Coming over the top again for Lucien.
And then good damage on that. The extension off the Helm Breaker into the S2. It's the front throw into the corner, and this should be the end of Yasuo depending on this combo. Mickey Tornado, couple of hits, and then you could do the jump 2H combo or the double super for the kill.
Yeah, man, Lucien might have somewhere to be. They're absolutely speed running this match so far, so Ahri coming in 50% health. No Fury in sight either, and now you're just caught in the sandwich again. And that's the kind of like pressure that we've seen from Yasuo and Echoes, I mean, since launch. Especially with freestyle, it's just high, low, really forcing the guess right here. But finally an opening for James. It's gonna be big damage with the super here.
Yeah, has the corner, looks 2M. S2 on reversal. Air fireball, but stands 2H. That is the bane of all the Ahri players' existence when they fight against Yasuo. Yeah, and then dashing into the judgment cut. Like, stands 2H and Yasuo 2H in general is just really hard to deal with when you're on Ahri. Like, it takes up a lot of the space you want to exist in, so you kind of have to, like, you know, play in the pocket a little closer where her air dash J2H is a threat instead.
Yeah, those anti-airs, I mean, some of the biggest I think I've seen in any game ever, so great option just to knock her out of the sky here. And as you mentioned, it just nullifies the game plan because you want to be using your air dashes, your different approaches, the J2H,
right,
and just completely shuts that down there. So, I mean, it was complete dominance so far from Lucien. We'll see how James is going to adapt here.
Yeah, it was like a very clean first game. And Lucien always has, like, good setups and very clean offense. And just, like, is a very, like, thorough player when it comes to, like, labbing and coming up with the right solutions. So it's definitely one of those cases where you can't, like, swing your way out and just hope for the best. Almost had a whip punish on that. JS2, double tag. Yeah, the Time Wander actually hit Ahri there, so was free to interrupt on the Yasuo. Oh my, nice dash in after the whip.
Yeah, just running that swing on him. Going to be over to the corner here. I can really start setting up shop here. Be able to take the limit strike. There's the lob again. You almost forced to use the break if you get clipped right there. Unfortunately, that whip throw slowly working the way out of the corner, and now it's just absolute car crash. Bodies are hitting the floor.
Didn't get the combo off the counter hit there. Could have been stance M. Looking for the sweep, trying to find a retreating guard, but there's nowhere to retreat to. There's the break. Jumps back in the corner. Gets pinned down by this Ahri. And then dashes up, and the break just completely missing right there. Ooh, almost baits looking to bait a parry maybe or something like that. Air dash mix up, and that's going to be only one character, but at least pretty good damage here.
Yeah, that's a classic right there. Just that little fuzzy overhead is so tricky to deal with, but 3 bars of meter on both characters for James. It's going to be huge right here as they dash behind the fireball. Just completely staring down their opponent, the 5L opener. Kind of pick your poison. You don't even got to spend it all. Just using 1 bar right here is going to be enough to close things out. Now James finding their momentum. It's going to be solo Ekko here, which is 1 bar meter their name. Not even close to Fury, so it's going to be left to their own devices pretty much. And the forward throw, such a great opening. Just mashing out the 2L. It's almost a spot where you might have to just like punt the round, live to see another day, but James going to be taking that round there.
Yeah, and just went for the jump S1 with Yasuo to escape earlier, and then Ekko got stuff, so that was the end after that. This is good starter, solid damage. You get like 50% before the air combo even begins. Does build a lot of break though, so like it is available here. You can spend it, yeah. One thing about extending your combos a long time like that. Oh, and just takes the throw reset. Has Yasuo assist available as well. Wow, what a low parry.
Yeah, that was huge. Especially that back and forth makes you see from Ekko time and time again. So such a great read to go low right there. Now, James really just coming alive here, setting up the limit strike. Nobody's going to be the sandwich again. The jump over from Yasuo going to open up such a world of hurt. A lot of meter to work with as well. So this right here should be a dead Ekko.
It was very close, yeah. Just that S2 super at the end. I was wondering if there's going to be a route into S1 instead, but didn't even need it. Air combo, yeah, I think we're not going to see a break until the next hit here. This hit's not very big. Wake Up Attack works too. Ahri assist available. Gets the full combo off this. Has level 3. Can tag launch into it.
Yeah, that should be it right there. And James, I mean, the pendulum swinging in the other way there. You can see the gears just really starting to turn. They were able to just put their game plan together, which is just get Lucien into the corner, set up the fireball Oki. You saw the active tag from Yasuo come in to set up the sandwich as well. That's just the classic we've seen from that team time and time again.
Yeah, hold 5H, tag, jump over. It's a cross up. You can also air block break during it as well, so it's a pretty good idea. It's something that we see a lot. I see Sonicfox and Inzem do that setup a lot as well with Teemo and Ahri, so it's a pretty common option.
Here's checking out the plasma, a little bit of time winder action. Now both players, that's that 2x KO backdash we love to see, and then just jump scaring on inwards. Ekko finding the hit here. Lucien in a good spot once again. Gonna be able to set things up, just rolling out, able to escape with their life.
No punish on the roll either. And then just goes low, actually has the hit too. One thing too is that low is hit a lot. I think most people always expect a double overhead. Oh, and then parry gets blown up, unfortunately, there. Just takes the limit strike into the corner, 40% on that. And there's the wake up attack again.
Yeah, that's a huge bet right there because you were going to be paying for it if that was blocked, but still challenging on the forward movement. It's going to be huge here. Should be able to go ahead and get the corner carry with Ahri as well. Not enough to kill here, but I mean, this hurts.
I was going to say, I think you can kill if he does orb combo into Yasuo, but doesn't actually choose to spend the meter. Wow, what an option. That's going to be the kill on Ekko as well. Jump back down forward. Spirit Rush into the orb swooper right away. Oh, wow, what a pair. I was surprised there was a gap.
That's huge right there, too. Just to get your turn back out of the corner, but still just being able to escape for free. No punishment on any of these exits. Now the Ekko coming in. Excuse me, Yasuo.
Well, didn't go for the stance combo afterwards. Does chase down on the throw dash super. No, went for the pickup. That combo is hard. Difficult to get. Immediate level 3 as well. Did not even want to risk having that Fury on the table.
Yeah, just tournament combos right there. Just get your hits in, immediately pop that level 3. And that's going to put James on set point here. Wasn't looking good for him in that first game, but really coming alive now. This Yasuo v Yasuo battle is really just going their way, and they're able just to stagger their pressure with Ahri so low. As you mentioned, going low. Just changing up the timing on the approach is working out real well for them.
Oh, I didn't go for the stance. Jump back to it, get scouted. Looking for offense here. There's a push block, so it's not that scary. Doesn't mean that Ekko's off the table here. Wow.
No cross up there. Still back to full screen, dashing through. There's a sandwich again, getting bonked on the back of your head. Huge opening here with the tag launcher. Gonna be able to set up a limit strike as well, being able to dash in, set up shop.
Well, I'm surprised that Ahri almost came out in time so that there could have been a tag to bait the burst, but didn't get it. 2H, S2. Got hit in the gap, actually. Maybe trying to jump or something like that. Oh, dropped the combo. Oh my god, that is a big chance, actually. Cross up, man.
Yeah, that hurts. That's the classic right there, because it's only a matter of time before Yasuo attempts it. Now the orb super going to be setting up a big-time offensive sequence here with the limit strike. They go for the fireball, just staggering things, following behind it. Going to see if that Yasuo came in for the sandwich again, but still just sticking to their guns. So close on life, too.
Dashing in, gets the hit. That is rough. Yasuo dead just like that. Mix-up time. You can combo off this with the break as well, and I don't imagine we're going to see the Fury here. Oh, on the combo, actually. The spacing on the Time Winder.
The level 3s from Lucien. I'm sure you just want to find this hit, pop it, and get Ahri off the screen as soon as possible. Right there, you get the launch. And that, barring a drop, should send us to a final game, final round.
Yeah, just not going to commit to the bar. You know, you want to save that break for the next round. A little bit too big of a comeback. And yeah, some scrambles there for sure, some drops from Lucien that really actually ended up mattering. Both of them jumping back, popping the wind walls.
Anything you can do, I can do better, but it's so big coming in with James here with this break. It's like, how early do you want to spend it with it being final game, final round? So you get greedy, but what a whip punish there with the light, but still the Ahri coming in as MVP right there, the Spirit Rush Super, going to take the corner.
vicious for the 2M and backs off. James has been so safe with his Ahri play so far. Has not really committed to a lot. Oh my god, the S2 comes out. That's a whiff. All the Ekko players, myself included, always mash the S2 when we get the clone up there because why not? Nice stance 2H.
Yeah, it's huge. You mentioned that earlier. It's such a great thing to take away the retreat of Ahri. Able to clip out of the air there. Now back full screen as the 2x KO classic with the wind wall set up as well. And between Yasuo, it's just like swing first. You're screaming at your opponent. Make a mistake.
Yeah, it turns out wind wall's pretty good. In every League of Legends IP game, I think wind wall always going to be good. Sans age, nice. And now you can take the limit strike here as well. Looks for the roll, just runs up, has the jab pressure, does not get anything too big off of it.
Still going back and forth here. Both players running the clock, 60 seconds down here. Final game, final round. So close on health as well. Dashing out, its bodies everywhere, but Ahri's going to come up on top with the super. Going to be enough to close things out. So now Lucien down to their last character. Should begin the Fury online at some point here with the limit strike. Also close to building up that level 3. Has a couple super assists to their name, so can mount the comeback here. Unfortunate whiff, and James is going to take that one to the bank. So much meter to work with here. We're going to cash out the level 3 early, and I think that's just quite enough for James to close things out 2-1 and move forward in our round 2 pools.
Yeah, that was a stressful match, I think, for both of them. It was just like scrapping all the way to the last little bit of life from each of them, and a tough 128 like match for both of them to have. Like, they're both really strong players. Running into each other this early in the bracket is tough. But that's how things go. You know, you're scrapping for top 24, which is going to be, I think, an absolute bloodbath later on. Like, it's going to be pretty hectic. And I think despite going to losers here, like, this is a pretty long road ahead. Like, Combo Breaker, losers bracket this early. I think that there's a deep chance they make a good run through the losers bracket.
Yeah, that's how stacked everything's are. You win a couple of matches, and it's all great. You're playing one of like the top 30 players in the world, but we'll see how that loser side run goes for them. But before we see how things unfold for the rest of this round 2 polls, these top 24 qualifiers, going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a snack, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. And welcome back, everyone, to Combo Breaker 2026 for some more 2x KO round 2 pools action. I'm Non-Factor, chilling here with my guy, Jam. How you feeling about the action so far, man?
Dude, match has been great. They're going to be even better. We have top 24 qualifiers coming up very soon. And then tonight, obviously, we're going to be jumping to the top 24 pretty quickly after this, actually. It's for our top 8 bright and early 10 a.m. tomorrow, which should be a good time, of course. And it's a pretty busy day. Like, we have matches all day long. We started with pool play. We're in our round 2 matches now. Top 24 coming up pretty quick. Not too long after that. The players got a little bit of a break, but we're hopping into it. We have Leffen versus Zaidi. I got to see a lot of Zaidi play, I think, back at Frosty Fausting. Very solid, kind of methodical player. So I think this is going to be a pretty scrappy match. If I'm not mistaken, this is a top 24 qualifier in the bracket. I'll have to take a look at the Start GG. I think the winner of this plays the winner of Globo, and then the winner of Zane and Ken, which is happening right now. Is taking a look at the bracket. You can follow along in the Start GG. You look up Combo Breaker, you click the 2x KO link, and then you can look right there for all the pools going down. So this is a top 24 qualifier on the winner's side of the bracket.
This should be an absolute barn burner. Finally seeing some Teemo on the screen, which I know some people are either going to love and hate. I said multiple times, I absolutely hate that. Hate Teemo. Pure hatred in my heart. Deep. But we're going to get into it. It's going to be Leffen and Zaidi, top 24 on the line as the cream of the crop starts rising to the top. We start seeing these world-class level talents, and immediately off rip, the Teemo setup is going to start tossing the shrooms around. And Teemo Akali is definitely a peculiar team because you're able to do things like that with Dart or Shroom when you start using the air mobility of Akali to start setting up these cross-up attempts, and that's a great opening for Leffen.
Oh, I missed the dig on that. That's a combo where you end slightly early so that Teemo gets to just do his little dig into the roll, into a combo instead of keeping things with Akali instead. But I like the choice we saw right there into the burst timing. Went for the instant overhead, didn't get it. And Yasuo says hitting. This is a big deal. Sans 2H. Not quite the kill because there's no meter here for Ekko, but pretty good spot.
Yeah, Teemo back to the wall here. Trying to jump away, not using any flow, just using the dart, able to get the Akali inward, but still getting clipped either way on his tiny little ankles, and now Akali still getting juggled around here. No super to work with, but that tag is going to open things up if you do want to catch out some damage. We are going to look for the limit strike, build up some of that meter here, incoming mix, to get up attack from Leffen. Excuse me, I'm all over the place right now, from Leffen to get Akali out of the corner.
Jab pressure, didn't find anything too big, and there's a little retreating guard into a hit. This is going to be a long road, and I think definitely his Teemo is his best character. So not that his Akali can't do it, but this is definitely the newer character on the squad, the one he's warming up with. So we'll have to see. Calls the assist, goes for the cross up there. Nicely blocked, and then gets hit on the other side because they hit the assist and went through, but it's going to be a punish. He does pop the Fury. He's down to Clown, and he gets the hit right away, does not get the block.
That's going to be a W greed or an L greed there. They are going to get caught with the forward throw. Turns out the answer is going to be L greed on that one. I mean, I like the idea to pop the Fury right there. It's a character that can hit hard. You have the level 3 as well, and a bunch of super assists from Teemo. Just not going to work out Leffen's way. Really going to take advantage of it here. There's the classic opening, but a challenge from Leffen. It's going to be the right answer here.
Yeah, good challenge. So the thing about tag now, obviously, is that in situations like that, if you tag, you're minus if it doesn't hit. So Leffen was at advantage, hits his jab, gets the pressure. And this pressure is very tough to deal with. Just push block gets out of there, but unfortunately, both characters getting clipped. And again, I think his Teemo is like definitely his best character by quite a bit. And this character is usually always going to be the one to make big comebacks, make things happen. So it's going to be tough to deal with. Azuna drop for the kill on the Ekko. And now Yasuo in a pretty dire spot.
Yeah, what a response there from Leffen. It all just started with that challenge on the mix-up. Now sitting with 2 fully healthy characters here. Trying to look for the frying pan. A little bit of a scramble, but still. Teemo, for as much as they can set up camp and stay away from you, they're able to set up so much pressure behind of assist there with the charged spin attack. Still just putting it on. The sandwich there. The ambiguous mix-up, that overhead, that fuzzy overhead, so hard to deal with, but Zaidi going to try to fight their way out of the corner here.
Yeah, I love the mash, knowing that throw is like basically the most likely thing now that you have that corner position. So you can get the chase down on the roll, the air-to-air on the dart. It's going to be an easy pickup at the end, into the charge roll. Nice, and takes the limit strike for that extra bit of break going into this 3rd round.
And what a response. You're so close to building up those badges as well, which is so huge for Teemo in a composition like this because you're able to just continue to set up mix and even just look for that poison damage. So big, but now Akali takes around the Ekko here. Got clipped by the 5L, but I think it was an early break there. Stay close to 100%. Now the incoming mix, just staggering the light pressure. Akali going to be headed over the corner here. Not going to hit the break quite yet from Leffen. Pretty scaled, but they look for the reset with the overhead, and now you're forced to use the break to keep Akali healthy.
Yeah, and then just wait it out until the assist call was back. Now Akali's available as well, so Leffen can just kind of sit back on these mushrooms, play it nice and slow, wait for the Akali when they are approached, play around the active tag. Until then, Zaidi clearing. Ooh, I like that dash in, dash back. Overhead connects, you get the S2 afterwards, the bouncing shrooms coming in. Rolls right into it, actually.
Continue to roll on there. You can set up so much stuff with the Shroud and the mushrooms just because you have it on one side and you can't really tell which side you're going to get hit from Akali when they're able to run through you. So great setup this far, but still not adding too much damage on the board. Been little chips into chunks here in Zaidi right now. Speaking of chunks, you're taking a huge chunk out of the life bar of Akali here.
Still has tag launch available as well. It's a great mash on the air S2 cross-up attempt too. Worked out, no roll attempt, air throw chase down. Nice call out.
Clean play from Zaidi. Now the solo Teemo here. About 50% to Fury.
Oh, and unfortunate trade for Leffen because he had the hit with the super assist, but yeah, just waiting on the other side of the screen. The other thing is Zaidi is a very solid kind of patient player. That's one thing that I noticed. So yeah, just gonna wait it out, and because of that, Leffen just calling the super assist, gets the snipe. This Vajra super assist is insanely good. Solo instant overhead. And that's the strength of Teemo when he can set up. You know, he's a 2-step character. He sets up. He has lots of scary stuff. Beautiful air throw. Fury available as well. Fury's going to be available for Leffen very quickly here, too. That super assist again. Akali's sometimes better when she's dead. One of her biggest strengths is that her assists, which are normally not very great, become so threatening when you have that super assist available.
Yeah, death from above, and as you mentioned, you could just see right there, definitely Leffen's stronger character, able to set things up over and over with that instant overhead. Is so hard to deal with from Teemo, especially as you mentioned, when you're getting Akali just dropping from the heavens on you. Such a great opening, but they trying to fight their way back here. That's a great job. It's Operation Kill Teemo at this point. Squishy character, you got to get your damage in where you can and really force Leffen just to try to make the Akali work.
Yeah, and I mean, Akali is a good character, and definitely his Akali is strong, but he just played Teemo for a lot longer, I think, which really matters.
That's man just on the back foot here. Still setting up shop, sitting in the Akali. And it just changes the pace of the match here, because it's like, of course, with Teemo, you do want to just run away and set up those rooms. But with the Akali, it's just so much space can be taken, but in the middle of all that, you can look for some kind of punish. Like we see Zaidi here putting themselves in the corner, but they stagger the low, a little bit of a delay there, and that's going to be Akali taken off the board.
Yeah, drops turning into opportunities. We'll take those sometimes. We have solo Teemo here. The Heart Seeker Teemo too. He's got his little business suit on.
Sending out gifts for everybody. That mushroom right there. Be tagging Yasuo. We saw Leffen go to work with this solo Teemo before. Has to look for some mix here, and that's just the push block to get away from me, because you don't want to get any of those overheads. You saw the pogo starting up there, and now it's just a matter of time. 60 seconds on the clock here, so Leffen got an uphill climb.
mean, forcing the break is a win in itself, honestly. Like, even if he doesn't win the round, gotta feel pretty good to get that off the table. Lob comes out, forcing the air block. Zaidi's made no progress on this Teemo's life bar in quite some time. There's a chance now. Went for the air throw, doesn't get the hit. Still ahead, 40 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, you're definitely comfortable just waiting things out if you're Zaidi. You got to force Leffen to come to you. You have such a massive life lead, but now back to the wall. What a challenge out of the air right there. Still, I mean, it doesn't matter until it does the parry, and they're able to open up the Ekko here. Just 30 seconds to rock. Not too much super meter to their name, so it's still a hope, a dream, and a miracle for Leffen. And the time winder going to go ahead and hit its mark there. So Zaidi playing very patient, even with that solo Teemo. They kind of realize they don't want to get down and dirty with Leffen. Going to wait full screen, especially with that huge life advantage. It worked out for him.
Yeah, and build back to like about half of his break while that was happening, which is a pretty big deal. Like getting all those resources back after spending it, gotta feel pretty nice. Overhead connects. It's a big starter into the corner. Assist is already on cooldown, so the tag launcher comes in. Take the limit strike into the corner.
No break in sight for Leffen either, so left to their own devices. What a challenge to get up out of there. Now shroom loops. Take the limit strike here just to set things up on top of it.
Goes low that time too, instead of that instant overhead. Now you get a jump set up. Goes for the front low, but break just gets Leffen out of there. So willing to spend that wake up attack, says I'm chilling. I don't have to do too much. Just relax.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of sitting in the same spot where it's like you got the life lead, so it's like if you want to throw mushrooms out, be my guest. We're not really interacting with each other, but what a challenge of the Akali. First block, getting some space here, dashing on in. A little bit of a scramble, the darts coming behind it as well.
Yeah, I couldn't went the other way. That teleports down in place. Nice bait on that. Clean stuff. This should be the end of Akali and setting up Leffen with solo Teemo with Fury, which he could definitely make happen, but it is a pretty healthy deficit here.
Yeah, we've seen this movie before. It's going to be Operation Runaway for Zaidi here. Gotta force Teemo to get aggressive on you, but there's that super assist, a great opening, and now going to be forcing the break here from Zaidi just so they can get back to full screen and just start running away again.
Yeah, and that's the problem is, you know, that super assist is going to come out. It gets stuck. That's a big deal. No more Akali super assist threat, which is the big thing you want to hold on to with Teemo in this matchup. Went for the air-to-air, and the dart just beats it. This is a huge chance. Leffen still has Fury.
That's big. There's a mushroom.
This Oki is so tough to deal with. Instant overhead, and even if you wake up attack, he still gets the combo off of it, still gets the kill you off of it. It's what makes this Oki situation so good.
Yeah, very, very tough sledding there. And Blink and you miss it, man. Leffen really has a chance here with the Fury as well. Going to be building up a super bar. There's the pop. He gets juggled off of it, though. You knew it was coming at some point, and Zaidi was ready for it.
Yeah, I think was all in, committed on the idea of like pogo into burst hitting so that you can go for some kind of kill. But unfortunately, if in this version, you don't have like the offensive pop for Fury anymore, so you just can't do it.
All right, now tied 1 game apiece. You heard the crowd loving it here. Zaidi putting on a show, but a great opening for Leffen here. Setting things up, getting the dig. Now you got to deal with the shroom pressure, able to charge, limit strike. This is that Teemo 101 special here.
Goes low, there's the push block. Ekko taking a bit of damage, but not the end of the world. As the instant overhead lands, it's going to be big damage on this. Now you can break on this combo. Just, unfortunately, had to eat a lot of damage beforehand.
Yeah, a lot of great health to work with there. Ekko right now catches the brunt of the damage, jumping back in for a second helping, going over the top. They pop the top on the defensive left, and that's a big opening force to use the break as well to keep the Teemo healthy.
Oh, that actually might hit the Yasuo here. Oh, gonna S1 super to try to make it through. It's projectile invul, but it just doesn't reach.
Yeah, the fadeaway there from the logo with those darts. Now setting up shop again with the shrooms. The air throw is huge. Extension with the present as well. There's a gift for you into the tag launch. So much meter to work with, but I might just be looking for a limit strike here to build up some more meter. Or just set up the shroud as well, another great option. Start setting up the mix, and there it is again, the overhead. It's like 3 times in a row. Leffen's been caught off guard by the high-low. Zaidi's been getting a lot of mileage out of that.
Yeah, definitely looking like a winnable round here for Zaidi because of that hit. If he hits the Akali here, oh, he might be chilling. Yeah, the patience. That's the thing about Zaidi is such a patient player. Very tough to catch with stuff like that. He's down to just be really patient, wait things out. This character has been the problem. And with this much life on the line, I don't know. I think Leffen's in like a pretty decent spot. He's made Teemo comebacks in this set with a lot less life.
Yeah, it's different than what we've seen before, just because the health is more equal now. So depends how you want to play the game. The level 3 on deck now for Ekko. Next hit could be disaster, but now we're going to go. So a little bit of invincible there. Now again, just disappeared on the screen, and it gets so hard to track what's happening when there's just so much stuff. And the float from Teemo is such a great air approach right there. The assist. MVP. We're going to go into super. Going to be negated by the break, though.
Getting that meter is a big deal, too. Like, now Teemo doesn't have any meter anymore. The float is such a big threat. Oh my god, the double whip on the Ekko. That is rough, and that's going to be the end of Ekko. Not a lot of time on the clock. Well, actually, he doesn't even end up killing him here because of the meter situation. Oh, he's going to jump, try to make it over chip, though. Even worse, Ekko living there actually means that Yasuo has less time to try to make the comeback. He does have level 3. Could just be a run-up level 3 moment, just like France. Oh my god! I've played these games before! Oh my god, not like this.
Big red button, and the crowd is loving it. Sniped out of the air. The level 3 is going to put Zaidi on set point here. It seemed like Leffen was going to be able to run away with that one. But Zaidi now, it's got to be hard to come back from that for Leffen. You have to compose yourself because you're so close to time scamming that thing out. Now a great opening forcing the break early here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate he was stuck in that Teemo parachute. I like tagging it in here. Ekko is not great at dealing with Teemo on approach without assists to help him and stuff. Yasuo stalls a lot better. This is a good choice, I think. And great movement around the super projectile present right there. Very smart from Zaidi as we see Leffen just sneak in the double area, chase down on the roll. And yeah, 5M, 5M. This should be the kill, actually.
Trying to control this meter here. You still have the tag launch available as well. To be Yasuo on the board, depending on the routing here.
Yeah, mushroom, charge 2H, roll. Has another one available.
Oh my god.
Easy peasy. Yeah, this team has great extensions.
All right, solo Ekko here. Leffen trying to send us to a final game, final round. Knocked out of the air again. I mean, you still have the Fury as well. You can look for some kind of heavy extension if you are Zaidi, because that's another great opening there. And the tables are starting to turn. As this right here is going to be very close to a dead Teemo, and it is actually going to be just enough super to super route. 1v1 character and Zaidi on the verge of sending Leffen to loser's side.
Has Fury. Oh, air tech though. Now Leffen's got to guess. He's in a real rough spot. He has Teemo super assist though. Try to stall out some of this Fury time. That is a pretty big deal. And the fuzzy jump, he catches the grounded hit, silencing the crowd back there. And now Leffen sitting on Fury even if he gets hit. So this is a long road for Zaidi now. He's wasted so much Fury time with this combo. Good choice. Oh, the teleport cross-up mix-up as well. Cheeky stuff. Rejump combos into the corner. Can take Limit Strike or just the same Oki we saw just before. Wow, that did so much damage. He just died from the extension with the Teemo mushroom. The crowd goes mild. Not a peep out there as everybody's chanting for Zaidi now.
Yeah, I mean, it was Limit Strike or something else, but that routing was absolutely impeccable from Leffen. Final game, final round, and another great opening. We go rolling attack, covering our tracks with the super. Does hit, and we're able to create that space again.
Yeah, accidental, but it worked out. And then the timing on the active tag 2H was beautiful right there. Living in the scramble and the wall cling combos afterwards to try to get as much damage as possible. S2, Azuna dropped to try to get the kill. It's enough, and now solo Yasuo.
And Leffen has completely silenced the crowd here. See if Zaidi has the comeback in. Waiting in the wings here. Another great opening, just staggering the pressure again for Leffen. It is not looking good for Zaidi as we are going to go ahead and build up some super meter as well. The Limit Strike into the mushroom.
Gets the low as well. Fury available, and now it's a long road. You got to kill Teemo very quickly here. If this gets dragged out, I think it's going to be very tough for him to make some kind of approach. That's a dash cancel that he actually lost a lot of the Fury on as well. The 2H doesn't work, but Leffen still has such a huge lead, and he's got so much space to work with. Now there's no more Fury. Whiff on that does not get punished, but still, no more Fury. Teemo still available, gets the hit, and the clutch up just like that to make it to top 24 winner's side. What a set.
Yeah, that was a back and forth down to the very end. Absolutely scrapping. We saw so many different layers to the offensive approaches, including Leffen with that instant overhead so many times, but the clutch factor of Leffen just a little bit too much for Zaidi to weather.
Yeah, Zaidi's really solid. If you missed any of his play over at Frosty, definitely a player to watch out for. Very, very good, clearly, if you haven't seen it. And last time I saw was playing a different team as well. So really, really solid still. Did a great job. Really back and forth set with a lot of really interesting decisions from both of them. And probably the same as we'll see on our next set. We have another top 24 winners qualifier, Zane versus Globo, which should be a real sweaty match. Have you seen either of them play before? Obviously come from different fighting game backgrounds. Both of them are extremely good players. Excited to see this. I saw Zane has a very rare sticker. I don't know if he's going to show it on the stream. He had a pretty rare sticker on the badge. Yeah, I see it. I do see it on the badge. We have our little preview over here, so We'll see if you guys see it. But yeah, very solid player. You've probably seen him play lots of other different fighting games before this. Is really good at this game. He is also on the Akali lately, like a lot of the other people. And Globo, who I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with from if you watched the Frosty Top 8 and seen a lot of the other events since then. Extremely good player. Still on Yasuo Teemo, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he's showing something to the camera right now. I don't even know what it is, but he's got something on his hip hop. He was showing it up.
I think we missed right there. If he has another sticker of you, we got to put an end to this, man. Oh, it's the Hop on 2x KO sticker.
Oh, he's got the Hop on. Wait, which 2 characters is it? Because the Hop on meme, it's always 2 characters, but I feel like it's always randomized.
I think it's Yasuo Ekko, but there we have the holographic 1-of-1 beer jam, the foil.
Yeah, he does. You guys are missing it. You'll see it, I'm sure. It's too powerful. But yeah, they're setting up on the stage, plugging everything in, making sure they're good to go. It's another top 24 qualifier. If you want to check it, you can see it on StarGG. I've literally just been looking at my phone, like, watching the bracket. I'm over here just, like, pondering the StarGG. So this is top 24 winners to qualify in. I believe the other side, so yeah, the other section I have on my phone here is Jakeythesnakey and Eyeconic. And then James 06 versus Super Noon, which we saw earlier. And yeah, again, I think like most people, I'm literally just looking at StarGG on my phone. Like this is the way to do it.
Yep. So
if you wanted to see it yourself, just check your StarGG. It'll all be on there. Look for the game that you want to know, and you'll find it. It's commentary secret. We're all just looking at brackets on our phone, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Damn, I see it. I see the face.
Yep. That's a clean print right there too.
I see it, dude. I looked over and I just, there's a lot of these rare stickers I've seen running around this week, and I saw Sonicfox just got one as well. Although I think it's the Uma one. So yeah, there's a lot of rare, Sagems running around. Beer, I did play some Beerus in Dragon Ball. That's true. So you know, I'm all about it. That is a rare Sagem if I've ever seen one.
That's the pull right there. That's the God pull. Is getting the beer jam.
What's he got? It's the Hop on 2x KO.
There we go.
Okay. the crowd gets high. Wait, but it's like way less. They're usually like blob-looking creatures. Like that's like the most normal Hop on 2x KO sticker I've ever seen. But yeah, hopefully everybody's been enjoying all the action so far. You can check the bracket, StarGG. It's there. Tune in. Get a little follow of who's going to be tomorrow. I can also take a look at the other side of the bracket, actually, for top 24 as well. Let me take a look at that.
Yeah, so far, it's been, for these just being top 24 qualifiers, there have been some surprising matchups that we've seen with the way the chips have fallen for both the players. These are players you expect to be in the top 16, top 8 range and start meeting each other. But now, just trying to qualify for top 24 alone it's dog-eat-dog right now.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Leffen plays the winner of this match in top 24. And then on the other side of this is Wade and Hikari are fighting each other. I see Sonicfox and Inzem are in the top 24. They're fighting against TNS's own Fabulous Zucchini. And on the other side, we're waiting for like the Super Noon and James match, and then the results of some of those other top 24 qualifiers. So we have a few out there that should be pretty good. In loser side, top 24, I see SQ's there, Erin, Ronnichu, Nychrisg, Zaidi, who we just saw right there, to kill Sage. There's a lot of really strong players still in that top 24 on the loser side as well, so matches should be pretty solid.
I think it's going to get very, very sweaty very, very soon. Ran into Nychrisg yesterday, and I was like, man, how many games are you playing this weekend? He said 5.
That sounds
and I'm like, how do you do this?
I'm surprised it's only 5, to be honest.
And they're all like completely different type of games. It's like you look at City of the Wolves into 2x KO, there's like no correlation whatsoever.
Yeah.
Except I think Dylnyan actually plays both of them as well, so there might be something in that. There might be a little crossroads between those two. But without further ado, both players shaking hands should get this one underway.
For the ages is about to begin.
Oh, yeah. Up next, we have Jakeythesnakey in the other top 24 qualifier, and then Super Noon versus James. So it should be some good matches. We see some more Akali, the Blood Moon Akali coming out. Akali Ahri has been a very popular team for a reason. A lot of people play this team. It's 2 very strong characters, and I think a playstyle that not a lot of the other teams had before this, which is just like kind of float around in neutral and like play really defensive and like let the other person go first. Not with projectiles, but just with movement. Oh, drop combo. And that's something that I think has been, a lot of people have been looking for. There we go, Globo with the mix-up. Teemo, Yasuo, the team he's been on for a long, long time, and is very solid.
Yeah, great duo there, especially when you start mixing up the cross-ups and everything. It becomes so hard to deal with projectiles, but now, team on the back foot, little air-to-air action there. Gonna take the butt bounce down. Should be able to get the limit strike. There's the mushroom as well. The roll out, gonna go unpunished here. One thing about Ahri, man, such a squirrely character. constantly looking to be in the sky too. It's so hard to get their hands on, especially for a short character like Teemo. Yeah, it becomes a whole different world, but that's a great little mix up there with the dart and the pass through. This is huge here for Globo.
All you need is that one jump L from Teemo. Get the job done. Level 3 for the kill. Throw the presents. A little heart eyes emoji. I like the parachute. This is a good skin.
That's a bit of love on it right there. The butt slam for the finish there. Globo looking strong this far. The mixes have been working. As you mentioned, a team that they've been playing for such a long time now that the layers are definitely there. But there's a super assist for the corner pressure. You saw the 2-0 hit it smart, but just got pushed away a little too far to withstand anything.
Yeah, just had a little empty jump low. Not too much afterwards. Looking for the air-to-air. Couldn't find it. Oh, nice. But it actually hit the ground at the last second. If it was JH instead of JQH, I think it might have worked. Double jump. What an air throw.
That's huge. Able to pick up off of it as well, building up that 1 bar meter. You still have the tag launch as well, or just regular handshake tag coming in, and that right there should be the round. The mushroom doing the job, and that's going to be Globo taking the first round.
I like the combo route too. Using Teemo to go for the mushrooms there, give you mushroom badge stacks and stuff, right? I think pretty smart to route back into this character, especially when you know they're not going to break the combo anyway. Oh, Ahri saving the day. Cold Star, Vegeta assist, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's always good to have an assist like that in a versus game.
Now just beating up on the rodent here. Another drop and the pizza slicer downward. It's going to force the use of the break. You want to keep the rat in the corner, and that's another great opening here. Teemo back to the wall. You can see for the limit strike. He's going to take their damage when they can, but should definitely be seeing the limit strike and setting up the shroud as well. Becomes so hard to deal with. He's not even going to use the mix. Run up and just punch the rat in the chin, and that's going to close it out for that character. Now down just to the Yasuo.
Yeah, S1 super after the throw, giving that extra bit of damage. Nice utility, and it looks like holding this Fury for the next round. Another drop. These Akali combos have not gone his way so far. He's had a lot of drops, and both players in their chairs were like shaking their heads like, dude, what's Oh my god, Teemo super assist is going to blow that up with the tag into Ahri. Akali, the nice teammate, just tanked the entire thing. Nicely done.
Yeah, a bit of a scramble there with that Teemo super assist, but still weathering the storm. Now tying things up 1 round apiece here. Zane coming alive. Did a great job of just jailing Teemo at the end of it. Just put him in the corner, keeping him there, exactly what you want to do. You don't want to give him any opening, especially in the air, the JM.
Oh, nice pickup off that too. Conversion on the air scramble. You get the roll. Double roll, limit strike, super setup. You can chase the tech roll, instant overhead low. Yeah. Ooh. Just had the chase down, but didn't actually confirm it.
Pizza Slicer been the MVP here, back over the corner. That mushroom still bouncing over there, not going to be able to get any extension with it, but the butt slam right here, the dark super going to be enough to close it out. And now 2 badges online is so huge for Globo when you're playing the 2v1.
Looking for the double jump. Great movement right under the Akali. Look at this, just dashing under the air movement. Says, I don't need to go over there. I don't need to scrap with you. I can just put my stuff down, chill, call it a day. I don't have to commit. I can just hang out over here as Teemo. Gets the light. Oh, there's the ground throw. She doesn't get a combo off this, so not that threatening.
Get up attack. Globo just in the driver's seat here. Really forcing Zane to try to find some opening. There's the sandwich mix again, ambiguous with it. That's a launch. Has some meter to work with here. No Fury in sight. So this right here should be able to close out the round. Globo looking strong until it isn't. Just a magic pixel. They pop the Fury. Another chance at life here.
And the mushroom on the other side, classic. I mean, it's so tough to approach and stuff like that. I actually think that this team, Teemo can be a little annoying for both of these characters in some ways. You kind of need to run up and clear with Akali Lariat a lot of the times and then like commit, and that could put you in a bad spot if you're not careful. And Globo's pace so far has looked really good into the style that Zane's trying to play.
Yeah, it's complete control of neutral as well, finding their hits. The pizza slicer, as we mentioned, such a great option, especially just catching people out of the air. But another great start here is going to mash things out for Zane. Got to take one of these characters off the board with the quickness because the Teemo has just been such a problem to deal with.
Nice. Gets the whole combo this time. Knockdown, limit strike, smokes up. Gets the throw on the roll as well. Orb super extension. Oh, a nice block on that too. The recovery. Doesn't have any meter here to get anything too big, so just takes the limit strike. Rolls back into the corner to try to keep things ambiguous about where he was going to go on wake up. Push block, double tag. Both characters got to be a break.
Yeah, cannot afford to eat all of that. Now back to the wall again for Teemo, and this has just been the tail of the tape so far. It's just keeping the little one jailed in the corner. 2-0 opener, going to scale pretty hard. You do have the level 3. Teemo being a squishy character. Tag launch, you don't even have to spend the level 3. This right here should be enough to close it out with the orb super. And that's Teemo off the board quick. Doing a great job of just making sure that the mushrooms and the darts do not become a factor.
Yeah, that was a clean combo too from Zane as well. That was very nicely done. Takes the limit strike at the end. Clean round. Okay, so Globo, no space to work with. Spent the entire round just in the corner, getting beat up, limit strike, and Ninja just jumping you.
Meeting them in the air. Trying to match the frequency. Rolling attack coming in, setting up the Yasuo. We've seen that assist come in. They usually handshake tag, but a great job with the kunai sniping the character and still trying to play the runaway with this Teemo. The flow and the pizza slicer again, but not on the point character. We are going to get extension here with the dig.
I like that. Taking the limit strike, throws the mushroom. Went to chase. There's the wake up attack as well. Trying to get the approach. Going to be a tag here. But again, Teemo just has a lot of space to work with, and he's not been scrapping in bad spots, although this is the pin down potentially. Mix up empty low or double overhead. Blocks the double overhead correctly, and then the empty low on the Ahri. Does have burst, and then, yeah, just spends it. Oh.
Keep him alive. Wow. Great opening there as well. Globo coming back to life. We are going to swap to the Teemo here to start setting up shop again. There's the mushroom limit strike, setting up the S2 super.
Got the dart instead of the 2L, but still gets the dart super, a little bit extra damage, some safety. And the snipe. Nice bait.
Yeah, it's huge. The get up attack not going to be the answer there. Now solo character for Globo. Zane on the verge of sending us one game apiece here. Back dashing away. Trying to find a straight hit here. There's the AC 130 inbound. Ends up opening him up, but drops another combo here.
A little bit of damage on that. Block on the wake up attack, and that's going to be a punish. Don't think he's going to be able to kill, even though he has a lot of bar. And Fury going to be available. Wow, drop. Another opportunity here for Globo.
Especially building towards that level 3. The next hit could be disastrous, but once again, Ahri is just the MVP teammate of all time. Fireball assist just tapping the toes there. So level 3 of their own inbound for Zane. This is going to be very, very close. They are going to rip it. Does hit pretty hard, and I think that should be enough to send us one game all here in this top 24 qualifier.
Yeah, with the Blood Moon super kill, you get the special Blood Moon level 3. Pretty cool. Zane has had some problems with these Akali combos. They are hard. They're definitely easy to drop. But the scrambles resulting in them worked out for him in this game. Did not really work out in the first game. So that can definitely be like a factor. I think when you're learning a new character that has hard execution combos, you come to a major, you know, maybe you play a PC at home and it's a console offline, like, you know, this kind of thing could happen. It's scary.
That's the classic right there, especially with how technical a lot of just Akali D&Ds end up being. But now off to a great start as Globo once again here. Dropping there, the stance H, not going to work out.
Yeah, that combo was hard. There was a lot of like weird interactions that happened. It was a Teemo roll and a mushroom blew up in the middle of it. So. Oh, missed on the air throw. S2, but just a retreating guard to get out of there. Great defense from Globo.
That's the unsung hero of Teemo's kid, is just the float makes things so much harder. It's such a small character to try to smack anyways, but a great parry there off of the approach. Globo looking solid on defense. Gonna be able to take this one to the bank here. You have the meter to work with. Should be Akali off the board here with the S2 super, and that is enough. So Globo gonna send Zane down to one character, the Ahri. Definitely a character that can get it done. A lot of the mobility options, especially trying to take the Teemo out of the air there, but still great defense played. Back to jail you go though.
Yeah, going for the throw is the classic mix-up. When your double, triple overhead low setup doesn't work, you just do dash up throw, right? So that's the option everybody's going to go for, of course. Didn't work there. Oh, and the pickup, nice. That was a great confirm on that air-to-air J2HH from Ahri. Wow, the jab wins. Has a lot of meter on this Teemo here, and I think if you extend long enough to maybe make it to a level 3, either way, big lead now for Globo. Pretty sure this round's looking good for him. Super to get the extension. He still has tag launch and double tag available as well. God damn, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, I guess for Zane, you can at least walk away knowing you got their break out the way and also build the break of your own, but that was nice. Now on set point here for Globo. They're looking solid, dashing in the handshake tag covered by the darts. Zane has just been meeting him in the middle consistently. There's the forward throw to set things up. The sandwich makes great defense. Teemo, though, going to be in a little bit of damage for their troubles.
Yeah, slightly missed space gave the opportunity there for Globo. Mix up, jumps in, push blocks to negate the high-low. 2H whiff tag. Great escape from Globo. Just really patient and doing a good job of not getting caught in these scrambles. And then finally, dashes up, gets the meaty, smokes up. Reset time. Ooh, run through mix. Wow, that was an insane block from Globo.
Yeah, that was huge right there. It could have been a dead Teemo with that opening, but there's the forward throw. Able to come back in. Good old Valentine's Day gift. There's the break, getting some space away. Now on the back foot with the Teemo here. Sitting in the Yasuo, you gotta keep Akali in the corner here by any means. Have such a huge opportunity here.
Doing a good job. This air mobility, I love that Zane even did the, wow, what an air-to-air. Gets the pickup here. Should be the kill if we can get Dig into, yeah, the Yasuo assist as well. Side swap, super, tag launcher, lots of options available, and that's the kill. But Zane did a great job staying alive in the corner for a long time using kunais, air kunai, air dash cancel, or wall cling cancel, stuff like that. But Globo just so patient and aware in these scraps, these scrambles. Now solo Ahri. The super assist comes in, and there's got to be a break to save the Teemo. And she's got another super assist. She's got 2 more super assists. Regular DP assist and orb super available. Double super should be the kill. Well, pretty close at the very least.
And this is so huge for Zane here, especially that Fury getting very, very close to building up here. Fury Rush super going to be enough to take out the Yasuo. Now the 1v1. You do have a couple of super assists working for Globo here, but you got clipped on the jump in either way, and that should send us to a final game, final round with a ticket to top 24 on the line.
Yeah, that's the party starter. This team, you really want Akali to die first. See, it feels weird and mean to say it, but you need her to die because you need that super assist. It's so good. It enables Ahri so much. It also lets Ahri combo off her throw because her super assist OTGs as well, which is really good for her. Air kunai looking to try to find something there from the Teemo. S1, S1, under 2H. Nice block. Almost got the pickup with that dart as well. 3H, nice punish.
Shot forces the break there. Gonna run behind the fireball, gets clipped out of the air, and what a juggle from Zane to pick that up, forcing the break from Globo. Then he got the Spirit Orb. It's all about that pressure. Get him in the corner, trying to float away. The Akali's still in front of him.
Block, but then gets picked up, and that should be the end of Teemo here. With meter available for both of the characters. Orb super, you can do the heart tag combo, you can do the regular combo, you can do whatever you want here. So Zane gets the kill, gets the limit strike. Very good spot here.
Just like that, down to 1 character for Globo. 2 almost fully healthy characters for Zane too, so it is an uphill climb, but Globo can make it happen. There's a super assist coming in. I look for the stomp on it. Just a game of movement here. You're gonna see a lot of back and forward dashing from these two as they look for that clean hit. Not gonna find a whiff punish off the 5L there, but there's the opening. This could be a huge start.
This is very scary. Limit striking, building some of that fury. Had it, but was a little too late, and now the orb combo comes out. Akali level 3 available as well. She can probably sneak in before the fury's available. S2 into it. Is it enough to kill? I think it might be.
It's gonna be a photo finish here. Let's see what it's gonna be. Do they have a sliver, or is that wraps, and that is gonna be enough to send Zane into top 24 winner's side.
Yeah, and a shot at Leffen tomorrow. Scrappy set. Globo did such a good job of running away and really keeping the dream alive in a lot of those interactions, but then Zane slowly worked his way in, especially when the float mix-ups are happening. Like Zane would like try to chase down the float, whiff 2H tag, go for another option, whiff, and Globo was just scrapping and surviving, but inevitably got the hits that mattered. Nice job to Zane there, and that sets up another top 24 qualifier we're going to have in winner's side. After this, it's going to be Jakeythesnakey up against Eyeconic, and then afterwards, the last one that we'll have is going to be Super Noon up against James, and then that'll have our top 24 winners side all carved out and ready to go for later today. Do we know what time top 24 winners start, or top 24 starts?
I think it should be noon, if I checked correctly,
Wait,
but I'm not 100% sure.
It's 3 p.m.
Oh, no, yeah, top 24 today. I'm thinking about tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
Yeah,
10.
in the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it should be around 6 o'clock then.
6?
Yeah,
I think you're right.
6
I was going to
time.
say it's either 4 or 6, but I think there's a break, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
I hope so. I mean, all these matches these people are getting, things are getting sweaty as we get towards our top 24 here. So see if they get a little grace period before things get away. But I think it should be 6 o'clock.
Oh, I can also look. I think I have the schedule on my phone as well.
Should be around that time, but we'll get the exact time for you guys over at home. But yeah, that top 24 is looking juicy. If you are a fan of 2XKO, you are going to want to be sat to watch these ones, because even the top 24 qualifiers are matches you expect to see inside of top 24. So the who's who is in the building over here for 2XKO.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good matches coming up. I was just mentioning the bracket. You can find it, of course. Very easy to find. You just go to Start GG, look up Combo Breaker, click the 2XKO portion, or whatever bracket you want to watch for the weekend. You can like follow along and look at all that kind of stuff. So I can take a look. I'll see what the schedule is going to be. Today is Saturday, obviously. We're winding down. Top 24 for this game is going to be tonight. Then tomorrow is top 8 bright and early in the morning. So it should be a really good time. 2XKO today. Let me take a look. So this is round 2 pools. 24 to 8 is going to be coming up right after this, it looks like. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be 4 p.m. if I'm not mistaken.
Dang,
Yeah.
just thrown right into the fire. No break for these players, man. You're going to get down and dirty real quick. So immediately after these next 2 matches, man, you do not want to go anywhere because that top 24 is going to be coming right up. So I'm probably going to leave this desk and immediately go get something to eat and sit down because it's going to be some good matches coming up.
I mean, that's for me too. I have a break right now and then another block at 6. So from 4 to 6, I'm just going to sit out there and watch 2XKO and then get right back on. So that's probably my plan of attack. Is that Ahri from the fighting game 2XKO? They made a MOBA based on 2XKO. Yeah, you heard about that game?
And there's a card game based on 2XKO as well or something
Rip
like that.
Pound, yeah.
They even they made Teamfight and it was like, yo, I'll make it a game too.
Yeah, we'll add some tactics to it. That's what Teamfight is. Yeah, that's crazy.
But massive shout out to everyone in the crowd as well. I saw a lot of cosplayers that are showing some 2XKO love, or at least just the property of League of Legends love in there. There's been a lot of Ahris I saw walking around. I think I saw Jinx as well, so massive shout out to all the cosplayers coming up. And they've been putting these uniforms or these cosplays together. I mean, so cool. I mean, I'm seeing everyone from everywhere. I'm seeing guest characters left and right. You saw Terry Bogard sitting in front of Ahri, and you're not going to see that anywhere else, really.
Terrence Bogardian?
Yes, the GOAT.
He's in everything. He's going to make it to 2XKO at some point, that's for sure.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, he just pulls up. He does not care.
He's going to end up in Teamfight Tactics instead of 2XKO just to mess with us a little bit.
He'll be there, I'm sure. He's going to just pull up. Are you okay? Just like running at your carries in the back line. You're like, oh, God.
So we are going to get the Teemo Illaoi, as you were talking about this matchup here. And Teemo Illaoi is such a great mix of like just corner pressure galore because of the instant overhead with the tentacles behind it from the duo. It's really pick your poison. You are guessing for your life in the corner.
Everyone's waiting. Show them how it's done.
Good old Jakeythesnakey. A lot of fans, I think, in the chat. Played a lot of different fighting games as well. I'm sure you'll see Jakey playing a bunch of different games this weekend. The main thing about Jakey, well, I guess used to be on the Yasuo Jinx, is now on Ahri Jinx. But the Ahri is the big star. That's the thing I think of for Jakey for sure. Definitely the character that I associate Jakey with. Very good at this character. And been playing this character for a long time. In a field full of Teemos, oh my God, what a conversion. Almost had it. In a field full of Teemos, you know, playing Jinx is a very good idea. She's a character that's good against Teemo. She deals with a lot of the characters on the screen pretty well, so nice to have.
Yeah, it's really hard to set up shop with Teemo when you're dealing with the Gatling and all these other projectiles coming in, clearing the way for the other character. But so far, as you mentioned, Ahri's just been the star. It's been keep away. It's been up, back, and it's been working out this far here. Trying to close the distance. In comes the Illaoi. Great tech.
Prevents that situation. Down S1 gives you all of this to work with. Oh no, it's gonna be tag on block. Yeah, jumps in. That is a rough spot. You get this team is the garden. You know, you get the mushrooms, the tentacles. You get to stack all those badges there. You just got slingshot badge for free.
That's so huge, the extension with the tentacle as well. I mean, look at the health on both of these characters. And of course, that Illaoi S1 super does not scale for anything. Plus frames on the tentacle smack there. It's only a matter of time before you get chipped out. Yeah, almost a 2-for-1 special on that one, but just a chunk of health left for Ahri.
Yeah, and Eyeconic here is just chilling. Just, yeah, jump air S2 once the assist comes up. Didn't have to go for a lot, was just running away, whiffing jabs, playing it nice and safe. Good choices.
Little JS2 from Illaoi, man. I think you have an opinion or two about that JS2.
Yes. If it was up to me, she wouldn't have a JS2. But they did nerf that move most recently, so cool to see. Love to see it. Oh, could have actually blocked the burst with Ahri or Jinx there, but just got double tag. Keeps some safety. Zap comes out.
Yeah, slowly stalking down. That's why you see the Ahri come in, just to try to take control of the center of the screen again. But going back to the Jinx, getting opened up by that 2M. And you definitely want to use that break, because Illaoi can put you in a world of hurt sitting with that bar meter. I mean, we already saw the S2 super come in with that overhead, which we were talking about before the match started. Such a huge thing to deal with. It's kind of a one-way dynamic in this match, especially with the double down.
Wow.
It becomes huge, but now you can go ahead and smack Teemo. Hero Rush super going to be enough to close it out, and now Illaoi left to their own devices.
That was a great little conversion. Jakeythesnakey just sandwiching together. A lot of cool options there. Mix-up time. You got the traps coming as well. Oh, the fuzzy! That's the problem with being tall. That's why I chose not to be 6 foot.
There you go.
Yeah, I made that choice. I was like, you know, if I'm too tall, I'll get fuzzy.
Coming back in for some more damage, though. Going to take the limit strike. Fireball super. And that becomes so hard to deal with Jinx behind it, because you can set up the chompers. So if you chase the roll, you get an extension with the teeth, and that's going to tie us up 1 round apiece.
Okay, Jake, you got a little back throw set up onto the chompers. I was looking for double tag, and then I saw the back throw into it. I was like, my bad, my fault. I didn't see that episode of Arcane.
Oh, big opening though. There's those mediums from Illaoi we were talking about earlier. So huge to get the party started, and of course the tentacle getting the extension into the corner. Big time damage. Now the double down as well. You have to deal with the pressure from the mushroom.
Help! Oh, the push block and just gets picked up afterwards. You could break, but there's a big old mushroom. There's a tentacle. Like, there's a lot of stuff on the screen in the way.
Yeah, and I love the way you don't even lift the mushroom. You just leave it there in case there is a jump out attempt for your opponent to land on, so you can just chase them immediately afterwards.
You see, too, because that early double down combo gave the slingshot badge to Teemo as well, he can kind of contest a little bit more in the projectile war against Jinx because of it. It just bounces on the ground, has more durability, gives you more hit stun, so it's better when it hits in zoning. Like, having the enhanced stuff is really, really useful. Darts, gives you some chip, runs in. You can take the pressure off of this, put the tentacle on them as well. Nice thing about double down, we don't see double down as much, but it's still a really useful fuse for certain teams like this.
Yeah. And this is just such a tough spot to be in. Being in this massive life deficit against a duo with Teemo or a character composition with Teemo is just so hard to deal with. And then you have Illaoi just covering your tracks with the JS2 again. So now Ahri left alone here, has a lot of super to work with. Not quite out of it yet, but still 50% away from the Fury. You have to look for some limit strikes if you want to even become close to that thing. And Teemo on the attack now from Eyeconic.
Oh, and there's going to be a lot of chip as well, which is not great given how low the life already is. Air throw perfectly threads the needle there as well. Despite, like, you know, having such a team where you would expect Jinx to have a lot of control in neutral, Eyeconic just got that early slingshot badge and then was chilling that whole game.
Yeah, as you mentioned, just having the badge creates a different dynamic between the zoning of both of those characters. Without the badge, you're able to clear the way so much easier because you don't have to worry about the pebble smacking you. But now up one game here for Eyeconic. The duo with the double down, the Illaoi Teemo is looking strong this far. And then, of course, the tentacle slam coming in just to catch Jinx pretty much full screen. A 2M opener there. Might have to use this break really early. You see the reset there. A great call. Drop combo, but still in the corner. Look for the fuzzy overhead. Gonna get the extension with the Gatling. It's one of the coolest looking things. It's just taking someone up and then having your other character just smack them.
Yeah, and I think if you're Jakey, you probably, unless you fought Eyeconic, you probably haven't fought this duo with this fuse that much. This is not very common. But if you're playing ranked here in NA, you probably run into Eyeconic a few times. Has like a pretty unique team and style. Like, you know, double down is not that common. You don't see it as much. So definitely something you have to adjust to. And so far, Iconic's game plan has looked really good.
Gonna save the Teemo there with the break, running in, looking for the anti-air. It's kind of the game plan, the fish bones into just letting Ahri go to work there, and that's an opening for Jakeythesnakey. Gonna look good. We take the limit strike here, build up some meters, set things up. With the chompers again. So much pressure, but great defense played until there wasn't. Got caught low on the ankles. This right here should be a dead Illaoi with that bar of meter on deck. So now Teemo gonna be back to the wall against about a 75% health Ahri.
Yeah, and the difference in super assist here is a big deal. Like the Jinx super assist, as you saw there, very useful, tough to deal with. Beautiful confirm from Jakey there, by the way. And Illaoi super assist is like pretty good if you have a knockdown, but in neutral, it doesn't do as much for you.
Yeah, more of an install than anything right there. The rat getting sniped out again. Taking the rocket to the face, shades of Halo 3, and now it's staying hang time forever. And now just getting busy with the Jinx, just closing the distance instead of just staying back and throwing things around.
Yeah, just getting blasted. That's the neutral in this matchup a lot of times. Nice confirm, too. There is break available. Does have to spend to get out of there. Super tag time. Yeah, I was going to say, this might just go right over it. Scaled on that, so immediate JH goes for the ender of the combo. Doesn't go too crazy trying to punish the assist. That could have been punished. There's the throw.
And that's huge right there. Coming in, Tentacle still inbound. Charging up the H, that's big time damage. And now the S2 super with the mushroom on top. Lack of better terms, no pun intended, but pick your poison on that one because it's just Tentacle smacking over and over. Solo Jinx here. Still a healthy Illaoi as well. You do have the Zap online and the Teemo off the board with the quickness here. So now if you're Illaoi, you can do a lot of things to skip neutral, get around these projectiles, but you have to be patient in your approaches here.
Yeah, Illaoi pretty good at dealing with a lot of the stuff that Jinx wants to put on the screen. She just runs up, she gets forward S1. It's very difficult to just hold space with a normal zoning with this character because of that, so you have to be very cautious. And yeah, you see that Jakey's letting Ahri do all the work, just like calling assist, like letting Ahri come out, get the job done so that she doesn't have to like put up stuff and then just get smacked up by the tentacles.
Jakey with the Fury as well. I mean, next hit, you're sitting at such a life positive situation with 45 seconds on the clock. It might be looking enticing. There's the zap immediately into the super mega death rocket. It's a little under 50% for the Illaoi here, so this right here is going to be an absolute tactical missile. And Jakeythesnakey tying us up 1 game apiece.
And hitting the fierce notch. Just like immediately once that level 3 hit was like, all right, sick. Doing good. The spot looks great. Like, I'm feeling pretty positive. So this is a tough opponent too. I think if you're, you know, one thing about fighting people in bracket is like you load in, you see Ahri Akali on the other side. You're like, okay, this is a team I fought a million times. I know what to do. You load in and you see teams like this. Both of these teams are a little unorthodox. So it's going to take some adaptation from both of them to see who's going to be, you know, getting the dub here. So, double tag. Yeah, and then there's a little bit of a punish. Good damage on Jinx.
Here's a juggle here. See if they set up the limit strike, but it's all about that mix right there. Setting up the chompers, biting the ankle is going to force the break here to keep the Illaoi healthy. 50% off him here. The get up attack as well. Teemo back to the wall, trying to float their way out, able to block the 2H. That could have been huge. The J2H could have been huge as well, but a little bit of a drop there. But we are going to get the extension with the fireball. Now the orb super coming in. It's going to be absolutely massive for Jakey.
Yeah, you don't see the sweep from Ahri very often either. It's very good for catching retreating guard. It's a nice setup. Goes for an empty jump, push block. Very scary because the tag could have come out from Illaoi as well, but didn't end up being a factor.
And just so much chip on the table as well, and now you're just filling the screen with a bunch of nonsense. Coming back in, the push block to get some space. The S1 super as well to cover the tracks of the incoming Illaoi. Got hit, no harm, no foul. Trying to go over the top. Retreating guard once again, getting some breathing room.
This matchup is scary. This Illaoi matchup. Nice use of the Teemo darts there as well. Empty jump, calls the assist. Air reset, we saw that same one earlier. Dude, she's been in the air for so long. Help me. Oh my god. She's just stuck. Tentacles plus the pressure from Teemo after. It's gonna. Oh, it messed up the combo actually. The last bit of the install there. There's break available.
Yeah, after all that, still not sitting in the worst spot with that Jinx. So I mean, great defense played. The trade there. Tenko still online, snatching them out of the air. A lot of meter to work with here, about 50% health. The S1 super, so much damage. Gonna be enough to kill. Don't even need the Teemo extension. That's just putting a little extra salt in the wound. Solo Jinx back to the wall here. Level 3 on deck though. The super mega death rocket can eliminate either of these characters with any hit, but we're gonna get the zap into the shoot him if you got him. Teemo, just a sliver.
Oh, and goes for the hard tag actually. I'm surprised that RSS didn't hit. Looks for the air-to-air dive kick, combos off of it, and this break's not even, yeah, it's barely gonna reach, so it's not gonna be that big of a threat. You don't get a great knockdown off of it into a bunch of pressure or anything. And the air throw connection into the S1 for the kill. I cannot believe that reach.
Yeah, what a call there from Eyeconic now on set point. It looked like the momentum was getting stolen from Jakey there, but the air throw, the great nullifier. See how things shake down here. It's going to go straight back dash to start setting up top with Teemo. A lot of darts, no badges online either, so that can become a dynamic at some point.
Yeah, and this matchup can be a little annoying. Having Ahri try to approach against Teemo sometimes, without you need your assist to try to like open space for you sometimes, and we see that Jinx didn't really get an opportunity. Knockdown in the corner, Mushroom comes out, you get Oki off this. And it's very tough to fight out because, yeah, even if you hit Teemo, the Mushroom's there.
Great defender there coming back in for a second helping, staggering the pressure. The 2M going to force the break here. Orb Super, give me some breathing room. Setting up shop again with Jinx. The jump into 2H, that is huge.
Ahri almost died there too. Like almost tanked the hit and then ended up dying because of a throw. Very nicely done. Does not have the assist, so just throws the chompers for the meaty afterwards. Gets both for a little bit of damage. The zap on the other side, and that's the end of Illaoi.
Yeah, things getting very, very close here. Two characters left for Jakeythesnakey. Down to the solo Teemo here. See if Jakey can send us into a final game, final round. The double down now nullified without the character. You do have the super assist with the Illaoi we talked about. It's more of like the install. You want to set things up with the knockdown here. So we'll see if Eyeconic's able to get him over to the corner here. Getting sniped out of the air though, and that's huge. No super meter to work with.
It just takes a simple stagger pressure. She didn't have orb confirm out of the air, so patience, air fireball, get Jinx in there. I think Jinx playing this matchup makes a lot of sense. You know, obviously a very good matchup for her. And yeah, the advantage of having the tag is just such a big factor and stuff like this. So, send this to a final game, final round between these two, just like that.
Top 24, winner's side on the line. Only one can advance on that side. Let's see how things unravel here. Slowly building up these badges for Eyeconic, but it doesn't even seem like it's the main MO right now. We're getting into a street fight, as you see there. The JS2 from Illaoi setting up the sandwich. Now you're in the corner again. Tag launcher. Should be able to see the S2 super. Here we are. And the double down with the mushroom to make it sweeter.
Yeah, gets the setup here as well. 5H, ignite the brush. puts that out, and you just got to deal with all kinds of nonsense here. Get fuzzy. Tried to bait the burst as well. I like that from Eyeconic. It's a rough spot to be. That corner position is brutal. And now solo Jinx. Punish.
Yeah, that's big. With that Fury too, I mean, you have to hit this Illaoi hard as possible, as quick as possible. The JS2 though, and the launch with Teemo is going to force the Fury pop. We're going to go S1 super, and right back at you with another S1, and we're just going super for super. It's quick enough to pull Jinx out of the sky with the S1 super from Illaoi.
Wait, that was a wild bait too. I'm shocked that worked because the laser is usually the answer to the Teemo super, so a lot of stuff on the screen, and unfortunately loses all the Furies because of those dash cancels on the zoning, but does get the hit. Break available.
So huge here. See if they pop the break to keep the Illaoi healthy. If they're going to save it for the Fury with Teemo if they need it. Coming in, great defense played. Jumping back, Zap coming in. He'll just force the up back, but there's the assist coming in from Illaoi with the double down. This is going to be big time. You might be able to set up a game-winning situation. The tentacle smack coming in.
Cool. Teemo with the pressure. Nice blocks from Jakey. Tried to get the jab, did not find it, and gets the hit. Drop. Nice bait from Eyeconic. The 2-1 dub into top 24 winners just like that over Jakeythesnakey.
See the charge in the air there? That was that Spider-Man meme with Tobey Maguire just charging up the fist right there to go over the top. But that was a scrap between the two. With two characters you expect just to do a lot of zoning and staying away, they really got in each other's faces and started forcing some mix-ups.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, a fun team to watch. Like, Teemo Illaoi is pretty unusual. It's not a team you see a lot of, but it has a lot of really big strengths. You saw, like, the double down in the corner is so good because Teemo gets to, like, 5H ignite the brush, and throw Mushroom. He's safe to break, and even if you roll, like, you're getting smacked by tentacles, so you're in a pretty bad spot no matter what. You just get really nice Oki and pressure after, which we saw into, like, the fuzzy overhead, and just everything about it is brutal to deal with. And it sets up our last top 24 winners qualifier, which after this match, we'll take a break and then jump into the top 24, which should be an excellent time. This is going to be Super Noon up against James. We saw James playing on the stream earlier. I don't think we've seen the Noonster yet today. At least I haven't seen him play a match. So he's going to be up here, Evil Genius's zone, and this will be our top 24 qualifier, which means now that we have this match coming up, we should know the entire top 24 winners side of the bracket. So it's going to be Fabulous Zucchini up against Sonicfox and Inzem, Wade and Hikari, Leffen and Zane, and then it's going to be Eyeconic versus the winner of this match. Those are our top 24 qualifiers, and they'll be playing for the top 8 slots, which are going to be tomorrow right after this. So it should be pretty juicy.
And all those names you named could be